North American Simulation Racing Association, featuring online leagues like the DSR Electric Bliss Survivors. Jacob and Wesley bringing you all the commentating. Is there beef? Is there beef? This racing is so exciting. They rock the NASRA network. That Beagle's cracking them up in the background. It is racing at Atlanta. It is racing at Talladega. Never turn right. Woo! Go, baby, go. Don't you curse tonight. As a Brady, the boss man is lessening. Oh dear, let's go racing. Coding out with all the graphics. Jeff Merck pulling all the facial reactions. Jordan is spoken like DD for real AC and a wide trade. And we're gonna have fun right now in this moment. Let's race, let's race. Let's green light and go. Let's enjoy the race.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If your lawn sprinkler controller is more than 5 years old, give us a shout today. We'll come out and take a look, give you a evaluation, get you set up for a new Wi-Fi enabled smart controller. We can monitor this from our office for you. Give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look. Let's upgrade your controller. It'll save you water. We can save you up to about, we're averaging 47 to 51% with our clients. Feedback we're hearing from us. So give us a shout today. We'll glad to come out and take a peek. Talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project, you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
reach up there and pull those belts tight. One more time. Drivers, start your engine! Of the NASRA Blanchard's Towing Xfinity Series. Brady the Buff will win the championship and the race in the Butt Kicker 250.
Keith Bradley gets his second championship on the Friday Night Series with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 8. His rookie season, he will win the championship for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
We welcome you to the NASRA Cup Series as the NASRA 360 Racing Network rolls along into the new year of 2025. And we welcome you to virtual Iowa in the cornfields of the Midwest. This is a historic facility that Rusty Wallace and the powers that be built back in the late 90s. Iowa Speedway, 7/8 of a mile. And it is the site tonight for the C.O.P.S 175. Round number 11 after 10 different winners for the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Inc. and Premier Racing Setup. Welcome aboard to our coverage. I'm Wesley Outland. Bigglestein hopped alongside for iracing. And Dean, you gotta love this atmosphere, right? Iowa, it's like a short track. It is a short track, but it also has that big track atmosphere, precision banking, the long straightaways. This could be a really fun night and definitely, I would say, a wild card for the NASRA Cup Series in these Gen 6 cars tonight.
Yeah, Gen 6, welcome along, everybody. You're absolutely right on that one, Wesley. It's going to be a lot of fun to see the Gen 6 head around here. As you mentioned, they're going to navigate the tricky conditions you can see in the evening air as well, too, throughout time. And, of course, Octavio Rondeletto is coming off a win. Can he get a back-to-back on that one? We did show you before that we had a certain amount of lots of different drivers so far in this series.
Here's a look at the schedule. And by the way, if you add Octavio Rondeletto, he has now been, I know it says round 13, but you're also adding on the first couple of weeks of the Clash and the duels. With that said, there has been 10 different winners in 10 weeks of racing. And there are 7 drivers that have already punched their ticket into the playoffs. You see the top 20, you see the cutoff line as well. And the reason why we continue to show this more race by race, Dean, is because the countdown is on to the road to the playoffs. Remember, we've got like 3 weeks of the regular season left. If you want to pop the schedule back up again, I know you did earlier. We're taking off because of the NASRA 500 coverage for the entire Speed Week in February. But then when we come back, it's back to Daytona, and it's the playoffs, and it starts at the World Center of Racing, where the season began at the World Center of Racing.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, we're taking that week off because we have the big one, the big 500. Of course, we're very, very busy with Daytona. Let's and of course let's have a quick look at that one. There it is, of course. So February the 3rd to the 8th. Yeah, a big stacked up field of 43 drivers. Remember, we're going to go through a whole bunch of qualifying. There's about 100 people at least signed up at the moment, if not more. So that's going to be very interesting. I think our drivers have finished off, my friend, their qualifying session, a little bit of a practice session. Here's a little spy in on the drivers really quickly as well too before we pull up, of course, there they are. Justin Clapper, Joey Styles. We've got Jeff Merck back again, Octavio on a camera. Look at the setup too from Joey Styles, mate. That's pretty impressive, my friend.
Love it. It looks like a NASRA iRacing command center, and I'm digging the war room. That's his man cave. Look at the is that the football? The Detroit Lions. It looks like the Lions colors.
Is it? Oh, okay, I don't know. That's in
or the Colts. It might be the Colts. It might be the Colts.
Well, I tell you what.
We'll have to talk to him earlier.
Yeah,
so yeah,
we've got a stacked up grid for you to go over, my friend.
We do. There's your quad 4 cameras, as we mentioned, and all the cool graphics and whatnot we have. So let's cue up the lineup. It is time to introduce the starting lineup here for the C.O.P.S 175. By the way, thanks to Bob Carr with TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups for being a partner of the NASRA Cup Series. Tyler Truex from the Truex family out of Mayetta, New Jersey on the front row, and the Butcher Laturo Lamperti from Argentina, row 1. Matthew Robinson and Adam Newton from Virginia and Carolina, row 2. Andrew Alzewski, he's won earlier this year. And Jonathan Cofield from Alabama, row 3. Stiers and Reeves make up row number 4. Larch Bruce, Garrett Gagliano, the first 6 rows at Iowa.
Going through, of course, there's the Merck Star. We'll be lining up into Sean next to him, Greg Beal. Chase Albright with Brian Chu in the 17th place with Tony Burlinson. Brandon Schumann. Buzzy Mangold laying up next to him with Brandon Broadfoot and Justin Clapper behind them. Jackson Wade, Bobby Grant.
In your top 24, rest of the lineup will find drivers as we get close to a restart, including Robert Walton, remember, on the cutoff line. So is also Jeffrey Johnson III, Cody Knott, Nicholas Tomlinson, Joshua Corner, Octavio Rondaletto, the showman. He told us last week he'd start at the rear. He starts 30th. Matt Holmes, Joshua Suss. Those drivers did not take time. They're in the back of a 32-car field. One to go indication being given. They're looking for the green this time by the C.O.P.S 175. Let's take a look at the race analysis for tonight's events here at Iowa Speedway as we await the green flag, occupying the Gen 6 next NASCAR Cup car. Stage 1 are going to lap 40. Stage 2 with another 50 laps to lap 90. And then, of course, they'll race to lap 175. 3 total sets of tires, 100% fuel capacity. And I would say roughly that's about 60, 65 laps on a tank of fuel. Green-white checker attempts will be 3. We are under the lights, and it looks like we will get Jacob 1 to go here, Dean Hopton, as we're going to keep an eye on Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer. He's normally in the booth with us. He is in 4th row outside, starting 8th. We'll have to keep an eye on him because me and him were chatting about this the other night. He is still, he wants to win a race to try to make the playoffs, obviously.
Yeah,
if he can get in by points, he does, but he wants to win.
He has won a race before, not in the Cup Series, but he has won a race. And look at him going right up to the top there, trying to get some temperature, get a feel on the top side. I'm still watching about half of Days of Thunder. Of course, we were talking about that last night, if you were tuned in, and that was, I can't remember. That was like, I think one of my friends said it's like Top Gun on the ground, isn't it?
And by the way, did you see the announcement today that they're making a Talladega Nights too?
Oh, are they? Excellent. Oh,
they are.
There's
Talladega Nights too.
my friend from last night. He has returned here in the NASRA network, but enough of the cones, my friend. Let's go racing.
Into that TLC restart zone as the sprinklers begin spewing the water. We're green at Iowa, and you have a race for the NASRA Cup Series. I think the only time we bring out NASRA Conezilla will be like whenever they have the caution, and then they bring the choose rule, right? When the choose rule comes out, that's when we bring out Conezilla. So
what is it
I see a trend here happening.
Yeah, what is it with the name of Truex and racing, my friend? You know, that just the name just breeds quick racing drivers, as Tyler Truex is about to be undertaken by the Butcher in the P1 apparently.
Yeah, this is Lamperti on the inside. Truex hung out to dry up on the outside lane. Robinson will follow, so will Cofield. They're all in a line. They're going to do-si-do and then two-step their way into 3 and 4. Octavio Rondoletto on board with him. Nowhere to go except forward as he started shotgun on the field. There's his teammate Lamperti from the camera angle. You're looking at his teammate Rondoletto on the cameras trying to get to the front to catch the 91.
Yes, the wrong end. Argentine, my friend. That's it. Octavio's down there in P23. Wow, look at this battle at the moment there. Tyler put his number 69 on pole, but at the moment he's struggling a little bit in these conditions.
Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Here's some of the dimensions on what is the Iowa Speedway. Iowa Speedway in the cornfields of the Midwest in Newton, Iowa, a 0.875 mile facility. It is a 1.4 kilometer long D-shaped oval with variable banking. What I meant by that is it's 7/8 of a mile. If you are doing the math, it's 875 miles. Okay, banking, 10 degrees in the straightaways on the front stretch, 4 degrees on the front straightaway, and turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are banked at 12 to 14 degrees. Very, very fun facility here. Opened back in 2006.
And we have a call.
Created by NASCAR driver, champion, Hall of Famer, Rusty Wallace. And we've got problems on the opening laps as the 97 is in the fence off of turn number 4. It looks like that's our buddy Buzzy Mongold. And the caution, Serve Pro caution, will come out on lap number 5 here, Dean.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back and actually have a look specifically what happened there. Let's see if we can have a look. Keep an eye there for Buzzy.
Buzzy Mongold in that camouflage orange. 97 is he 14, turned down in front of him.
That's Bobby Grant.
That's the driver of the number 14 of Bobby Grant. You're exactly right. What in the world was that about? Watch it from another angle here. Bobby Grant just lost it. Man, he just lost it. Came down on the right front of the 97 of Mongold. From another angle on board with the... on board with Grant. Yeah, just lost it. Just simply lost it. 66, nowhere inside of him. Bobby Grant spinning at the bottom of the racetrack. We're just getting started here at Iowa. We're going to step away as the caution is out. We'll take a break. More from Iowa with the NASRA Cup Series right after this word from our sponsors.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. You got a outdoor lighting, landscape lighting system. Maybe we installed it. Maybe it was there you inherited in your house and you want to upgrade it. Now's the time to give us a shout. We'll come out and take a look, evaluate what you do have, tell you what you could have. Give us a shout today for all your outdoor lighting needs. We'll talk to you soon.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
Great American Sim Race presented by Glass Mechanic coming up in less than 3 or 4 weeks' time. Make sure you get strapped in, get signed up. Over 100 plus drivers. I'll be honest with you, Dean. I've already started working on my announcer database and stats and information to prepare for the NASRA 500. It will be a whole week long. Coverage begins on Monday, February 3rd. Goes all the way up to four nights of qualifier races. Those are qualifying races on 4 nights, taking those drivers at the end of the evening Then we'll have the 7th will be the last chance qualifier races. And then the duels in the morning time, just after 3 o'clock Eastern time. The NASRA 500 presented by Glass Mechanic, the Great American Sim Race. It'll all be live on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Get signed up or make sure you hit that like and subscribe, Dean, so you can keep up with the action, because it's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, of course, and we're hopefully going to take the production to another level as well. So, and it's jam-packed. It's action. So many drivers. I'm so excited, Wesley. And I'm sure Bob from TLC will be ready. Going to be spraying sprinkles all over that racetrack here for the TLC restart. Here we go.
Speaking of Bob Carr, they're back inside that TLC restart zone. Lawn sprinklers, outdoor and lighting, and more. TLC Inc. on Facebook for more information. The leaders hit the back straightaway. Lamperti, the butcher, up in front for how long, though? Alabama's Cofield is reeling him in. So is Robinson. They're single file as they work off 4.
Absolutely good. Lamperti's getting the job done up the front there. Really seemed to help his Argentine teammate down there in P19. Another caution on the Speedway, and it looks to me like the 32 is stuck out on track somewhere. If we can find the number 32. I can't see it.
Car number 32 with a problem. I think we're looking for it. I believe that's the driver.
Number 5 it is. My apologies.
Yeah, that's actually Matt Holmes. Matt Holmes, who actually got a win this year. Matt Holmes putting us under the caution flag again. Here's a look at a replay presented by Pulse Poppers for what happened. So we're looking at the number 5 and Alzewski getting into the number 5. He's also won earlier this year. That's why we go into the caution flag.
Yeah, Andrew Alzewski. Here he is here. So I think it's just come down, hasn't it? That's pretty much what you see in Iowa here, mate. It's not a lot of room, and cold tires on a race restart equals a couple of cars out there in the kitty litter.
Another caution on the racetrack. Of course, we mentioned the driver, Matt Holmes. He won back in November at Kansas Speedway. The reason why I say that is this track, though smaller than Kansas, very similar with the configuration. He won at that 1.5 miles. Matt Holmes won in November. Also, as we mentioned, we were waiting to... And by the way, I think I said Alzewski's won a race. My apologies. Had a couple of poles, but no win. No win yet for that driver.
He's the highest in the point standings, but behind the rest
that's
of the
right. That's right. Speaking of the point standing, throw that out there real quickly. Michael March in the points lead. Besides him, it's Andrew Alzewski second. But you got to remember, whoever gets a win gets a lock. They're automatically into the playoffs, so that includes those 7 out of 10 drivers. The other drivers of the 3 that are not of the 7 posted are not deemed full-time competitors, and that's the reason why we're not able to have them transfer. So,
which is like Trisha.
All right,
Bruce,
looks like we got the
etc.
Cue up the
etc.
Yeah, man. Cue up the. Looks like we're still under caution here, so I was going to wait. Cue up Conezilla, but we're not ready for him just yet. So.
Yeah, tuned into
Second caution
last
of the race,
night's
by the way.
Blanchard's Towing Recovery series there. Coney was mentioned because of a certain track there, and now Conezilla's got a little meme happening here at the National Cup Series. That's Big Jim out there. G'day, Big Jim. I commentate with Big Jim on another league, and just tuning in to watch
Is that
this.
Get a Grip Sim Racing? Get a Grip Sim Racing, Jim?
No,
Hey, Jim.
It's on another network, but Jim Jim's going to get behind the production as well too. He's going to do some broadcasting.
There you go.
So,
Get a Grip Sim Racing
he's
with
Big Jim
Big
as well too. He's a man from Texas, and he's about 6'8". I think he is, Jim.
Holy camola, he needs to be a wrestler.
He used to be football.
All right, I think we're going to get the one-to-go indication this time by. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time for NASRA Conezilla. I just can't wait to see the cone. I know it's in steel mode right now, but I can't wait to see very soon the cone just popping up around the racetrack, bouncing down below the graphics. So right now it's a still image, but just don't worry, we're working on it. We got rid of the background last night, so it's actually just a cone now.
Yeah, all on the fly and all live here on the NASRA network. We can make it happen.
Right. That's right.
Speaking of which, yeah, that's because the cone. There's a cone. There's another cone placed. So look, but this is not
Well,
that's the
that's the
exit.
blend line cone.
That's the exit cone. Yeah, exactly. So you don't cross that when you're leaving the pit road. But what if there's a cone for the entrance to the pit road in this track? We'll certainly let us know out there in the chat if you are aware of it.
Yeah, that's the blend line cone, meaning that you're not allowed to advance up onto the racing surface until after you pass that cone, just like in real racing competition. Pace car on the pit lane. Hey, we haven't done it. They're bunched up. We're side by side headed to the TLC restart zone. Let's crank it up with the NASRA Cup Series, short track style, here at Iowa. How fun was that? As the Thunder rumbles again down the back straightaway with now the Butcher from Argentina, Laturo Lamperti up in front. He leads the way. And you know what, Dean, I want to say this as well. We've seen we're on board with Jeff Burke also, Punta Gorda, Florida. A lot of people missed him last week. He's right now back on the hot seat up on the outside, battling alongside with that number 2 of Larch on the bottom. Jacob Reeves in front of him as that works into 3. But Dean, we saw where Octavio Rondoletto has really showed his strengths in the NASRA series. By the way, he's cracked the top 20 after starting shotgun on the field. He's now 17th in the 84. Winner last week, but winner last night as well. I want to say this too. Obviously, Laturo Lamperti wants to get a win. He wants to show that he can also show his talents like Octavio can.
He wants to be the number 1 Argentine in all of motor racing in the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere, of course. Well, so he wants to beat it to his teammate, of course, and absolutely why not? If he gives himself a nice little win, he'll get himself a little padlock and into what's going to be a very, very tight playoffs. And to mention that because of the fact that we've had so many winners that we talked about before, and Mr. Wesley, that just points alone might not get you in to the playoffs. That's how tight it's going to be. Or, in fact, you're only going to have a handful of those drivers. As Jeff Merck get a little bit of door banging right there with Jacob Leaves. I'm sure Jake would have been loving that one. And beef on the barbecue.
And by the way, here's something to think about also. Laturo Lamperti and Octavio Rondoletto are part-time drivers. So they would not qualify for the playoffs, but obviously Octavio got a win last week. He wants to join his Argentina brother and teammate as a winner on the series as well. He's up in front. It's Merck and Reeves battle side by side going down into 3 and 4.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about this one, but because we won't be pulling Jacob into the booth under green flag conditions like I did last week, and yeah, because he said he had a little bit of beef with that one. Well, understandable, of course. This is Jacob's night off to race, and we're hassling him to come up into the booth, so we're not going to do that anymore, Wes. I blame you, Wesley. You told me to. I was just done.
No, you ain't not putting it on me.
And Jacob had it on his door bag. Oh, Merck gets a little loosey-goosey coming out of the corner. That's going to compromise him. So big time. Takes a lot once you scrub that speed off these gen cars, mate. You just, it's just not just like put the loud pedal and like Days of Thunder and all of a sudden you're overtaking cars all over again. It takes a little bit of time to put that speed back up. So
Off of 4, coming to the line. Look on board with Jeff Burke.
I love it in the movies, isn't it, when everybody just downshifts and then upshifts and put that pedal down and then bang, all of a sudden they just go up another gear and then they're overtaking everybody all of a sudden. Actually, we should be that easy on the racetrack. One other person I wanted you to have a quick look at, of course, and we did see, and thank you very much, this is Joey Silas. He's in a bit of a hornet's nest back here, mate, and, well, there's nothing he can't miss with the 3 monitors that he has set up on the right-hand side. He's got timing, and it looks like he's going to be focused on the left-hand side. Look at the track map information he's got over there on the left. That's bigger than what I have on my screen. It's not a broadcast.
I love it, man. It's like a command center, man. Mission control.
I have just about as many screens as that, but of course I don't have. I have kind of half a screen there full of the racing. But He only gets a cockpit view, of course. We get all these views.
But look at this. Look at this. But look at this, though. You see his camera angle for those that are watching? He's got the big monitor up top where he's seeing a different camera angle.
Oh, he's watching us.
He's seeing an onboard camera. He's watching the broadcast from up top side. He's looking at a monitor to the left. It's got the track map. I think it's got weather conditions, track temperatures. Then to the right, he's got an official time and scoring like we have. We have the same thing. We have the exact same thing. We have a monitor for the broadcast. We have a monitor to keep up with time and scoring and a track map, but so much more. There's so many great things that technology-wise you can really see there on board, thanks to our buddy Joey Stiers on camera. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I've never actually said. Oh, there's a little bit of a push and comes to shove there. Jeff Merck and Tristan Bruce. I've never seen a driver have a full screen of watching the broadcast up above there. You don't want to be taking your eyes off the screen too much when he's racing, but I guess during cautions and stuff like that, he can enjoy watching the broadcast there. So we'll get you on camera at 1.2, Wesley, because we'll have you and Jacob on camera for the Daytona 500s as well, too. So you're going to check out our pretty broadcasters' faces again. We've done that before in the past. So, let's go back to those stage breaks as well, too, Wesley, because we must be getting pretty close. We are getting pretty close to the end of stage one, which we will go to a caution.
That's exactly right. Moving into those final 8 laps of stage number 1. Here for the NASRA Cup Series, presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. It's the C.O.P.S 175, and right now it is Lamperti, the leader. Cofield from Alabama in second. Robinson in the 41. He's third, and the laps are winding down in the first stage here at Iowa.
Here comes the butcher. And he's going to slice and dice his way past everybody else if they get into him. He's got a big machete, mate, that you use to cut all your meats there. He is actually a real-life butcher. He said that as well, too. Well, he's a full-time race car driver in the virtual world, and he just does a bit of butchering on the side. Wouldn't you wish that would be the case, of course, but unfortunately, it doesn't pay as well as being a butcher. But at the moment, my friend, he's got to see if he can keep Jonathan Caulfield at bay here. He needs to get the stage win points. He's led most of this race. Can he hold off the number 58?
Bearded Kit Racing said roughly 90 laps. I was thinking between 65 and 70. We'll see who's close.
We got 5 laps to go.
5 to go from the voice above. Lamperti, the butcher, in lead from Argentina. Right there on the back straightaway, but here comes, oh boy, War Eagle, number 58, Cofield on the inside, looking for the lead as they work in 3 and 4, as we close in on 5 to go now in stage 1 at Iowa.
Yeah, coming down forward, of course, that last lap as well, too. So Caulfield's got a season opportunity here. Would you like to be the chaser or the chased? Yeah, the predator or the prey, Wesley. That's what's going to be going through the minds of both these drivers right now. When you get the job done, when can Caulfield get past the butcher? Can the butcher hold on, make his car as wide as possible for another handful of laps?
Kitty, 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 meow, 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 and the claws are out. That's right now, Lamperti making that big run. Lamperti up in front, Cofield down to the inside. Can he get a run to the 91? These are the 2 cars to watch here as they work on 4 in stage number 1 here. Remember, there will be a caution as here comes Cofield, pulling down to the inside, looking for the lead. This track is 3-4 lanes fast. Will they go for it? As Lamperti throws the block on the 58 down into 3.
He's throwing the dummy on there, and he's trying to slip one past the keeper and seeing at the moment if he can get past Lamperti. Lamperti just needs to hold on. Maximum points here for the stage break if you can get it down 2 to go. You can see he's tapping the wall a little bit. Caulfield knows this, sticks his nose in, but he hasn't gone to the Cardassian plastic surgery and surgeon got it chopped off just yet.
Made one more chop off there on the bottom. They couldn't reel him in there just yet. The 91, couple of Chevrolets battle coming off of turn 4 down to the line. Here we come, 1 to go. Final lap remaining here in stage 1 here in Iowa. A pretty quiet stage, couple of cautions, nothing serious, but here comes Cofield. Stage points on the line, down to the inside, hooks up to the Butcher on the back straightaway. Got one more run on him down into turn number 3. Dean, I don't think he can get there. He will not. Here they come to the line. Green and white checker flag is waving over the starter stand, and it's going to be the Butcher from Argentina, Latoro Lamperti, to win stage number 1. Cofield will finish second. Robinson, Larch, Newton top 5, Truex, Reeves, Bruce, Garrett, and Rondeletto. Yes, Jacob Reeves has still had a good top 10 run. He's in 7th, our broadcast partner. But even that, Dean, Octavio Rondeletto, up 20 spots. He's already in the top 10. Unbelievable for the teammate of Lamperti.
It's a big win for the Argentines, of course. Yes, exactly, with Lamperti getting the stage win. And his teammate, Octavio, getting up 20 places inside that top 10, giving himself a good position, of course, for a big strike into the second stage. These drivers are going to make their way down to pit road, no doubt, of course, because you take an opportunity under caution. We can keep an eye out for that little cone. If this track does have one here, Wesley, we'll keep an eye out because we expect Lamperti to come in here, my friend. Got to have a big smile on his face. He doesn't quite that comfortable with speaking English just yet, but I tell you what, mate, if he keeps winning races over and over again, it's probably going to be pretty good being in the interviews all the time. He has not come in. I thought he was going to come in. He did not come in.
I figured we'd see some guys come down to the pit lane too, but we got guys now hitting pit road. Cofield, Newton, Reeves, they're coming in. I was thinking between 60, 65 laps on a set of fuel. Somebody overcorrected me and said, hey, no, I actually can go 90 laps on fuel. So Bearded Kit Racing says 90 laps. I that's stretching it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there we go. We're seeing guys pit. There we go.
So they're going to stay out. They're going to have not as much gasoline. They're going to have not as much tires. But I'll tell you what, we could probably step away there, Wesley. Aren't we? See if we can get chat with any of the drivers.
We will. We will. Let's try to see if we can get, Lamperti's in Argentina, and normally he's got to have a translator. That'll work out perfectly. Latoro, Lamperti, and, of course, Mr. Octavio Rondeletto, highest climber of the race of stage 1. We'll chat with him when we come back from Iowa.
Hey, Bob Carr with TLC. Spring's upon us. If you got a wet yard, it's not going to get any better. Now it's time to give us a call. Let us come out and take a look at your drainage problem in your property. We can get you a solution. The dogs, the kids be tracking in mud. Mom will be mad. So give us a call. Give us a shout today. Talk to you soon.
We're back here at Iowa Speedway, getting ready for the restart and heading to the Glass Mechanic Stage 2 here at the C.O.P.S 175. Real quickly, before we go back to green, Jonathan Cofield, how's your race been? Really strong drive in the 58.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Been pretty clean. Probably made a mistake right there coming down pit road. Got a little fuel. Trying to make up my mind whether to take a set of tires or not. Decided not to take a set, so I don't know. We might got behind the 8 ball, but I think I'm fast enough to get past these guys I lost positions to.
Do you feel like your car is good enough to make now the 11th winner on the NASRA Cup Series this year?
I don't know. That 91's pretty quick. He was trying to figure out what I was doing in 1 and 2 on the bottom, so I don't know. I know Rondeletto's coming up through the field too, so I always got to watch him, guys.
Thanks for your time, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Line Racing driver from Alabama, War Eagle. That's Jonathan Cofield from Mumford, and we get ready for Glass Mechanic Stage 2 at the C.O.P.S 175. They're back in the TLC restart zone.
Hey, good for Cofield. He was doing everything he could to try to steal that Stage 1 break, but he's got plenty of time here. He's got a Stage 2 available. Of course, there's the race details at the moment. We'll go to lap 90 for that one. and we'll see whether or not we can get a lap 90 caution-free or not. But we do know some of those drivers did not go down. According to some of those fuel strategies, they're not going to make it. Well, they'll be running on vapors if they get to 90 without a pit stop through this race.
On fumes, if you will. Back up front again, as we are right back to the whip of this race. This is stage number 2. Remember, this one will take us all the way to lap, I believe, 95, if we want to put up our stat information for the race.
92.
On the bottom, our statistics, details, 90. I said lap 95. My apologies, lap 90. And nonetheless, the man of the 91, Lamperti up in front. He did not pit, by the way.
Yes, sir. None of the top 19 drivers have been down to pit road, and is that old lady in the MTV livery? Yes, it is number 19, and well, a little heart and throat moment there for Matt Stuck, but he's okay. He's still pointing in the right direction. That's very important here at the Iowa Speedway.
It's the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing. Setups tonight. Round 11 of the point season is at Iowa Speedway, and it is the C.O.P.S. Concerns of Police Survivors. You better survive. 175 looking loose. Hold on to it. The 23 of Bruce.
A dual banger happening there at the moment. 3 wide at some points. That's what we like to see. And I tell you what, this is very, very good racing. We touch wood that we're not going to be bringing up any chaos just yet, because you'd expect to see that at the end of the stage break. Gentlemen, they're running on lap 51, all right? Got a bit of time to go.
It's still a long way to go. 1 1/4 laps remaining. 125 in this race. They'll go to lap 90 for stage 2. Look at now. Tyler Truex on the inside, battling with the 41 of Robinson. This is for third off 4.
Love it.
Actually, correction, this is for second.
Yes, it is. There's Matthew Robinson on the right-hand side, and the natural bite beer. And there's Tyler Truex, of course, the man from New Jersey, in the number 69 machine. He's a couple of places down from that pole sitting, remember? So I'd keep an eye out there and Mr. Truex later on. And he's got Mr. Larch on his inside.
Lamperti, Robinson, Truex, Larch, Rondoletto, top 5. Garrett, Bruce, Stiers, Broadfoot, and Corcoran. That's a new name in the series. I don't think I've ever heard of him before.
Neither have I then.
Sean Corcoran, or Corcoran, actually. Maybe it might be the better way of saying it. Corcoran. Sean Corcoran in the 43. And right now, Rondoletto and Larch battle now. That's going on for 4th.
Got to be a wreck.
Man, what a drive by 84.
Yeah, I thought that there's a wreck somewhere.
Trouble. Caution is out. The
60.
32nd position machine, that's a problem, as it is the driver of Jeff Merck with an issue.
Has he come together with Jacob? There's Merck's there's a bit of disappointment on his face currently at the moment. I don't know. I'm seeing Jacob running a little bit slow at the back here as well, too. I don't know if there's beef.
Jeff Merck and Jacob Reeves might have got together with one another. Remember, they were up in the first stage battling side by side, and they did
here we go.
get into an incident. Here we go. Watch this. The 57 and the 60.
Yes.
Oh, wow, man.
Not a lot in that, but I don't know if Jacob could have got into the car ahead of him as well. Let's have a look.
Did he just lose it on his own?
Yeah. Okay, so that's a
domino. Oh, wow, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Jacob had lift up. It looks like Coalfield, isn't it? Yes, it is, or the Coalfield livery.
He got into Coalfield, couple of Alabama boys. One likes Auburn, one likes Alabama.
Oh!
Coalfield got loose, and then, boy.
Into Merck. That's sus with the CL.
Adam Newton involved as well, the 4-car, too.
Now, that's very interesting. Jacob, it's showing Jacob
rewind it again from another angle.
So here's Jacob, the 57. So Coalfield goes a little loosey-goosey. Jacob lifts. Jeff gets into the back of him, and then Jeff Merck goes up into Sus. Right, I guess from that door banging, because he comes back on that. Sorry about the horrible camera angles there. There it is.
It's actually not sus. That's the number 4 car of Adam Newton.
Oh, Newton. Yeah, Newton goes around and it gets back into. Oh, that's practically a whole bunch of stuff. There's
Or
Newton.
sideswipes the passenger side of the 60 of Merck. Newton into Merck after we saw what happened earlier. And if you look at it from another angle, it looked like also from the initial spin with Jacob Reeves, Dean, that Dean Gagliano might have made Cofield slip right here. Watch it, rewind it again, start over. Watch the 18 up on the outside. That's the black and white car on the outside lane. Watch the 18 of Gagliano. He kind of hesitantly looked like he was going to drop to the bottom of the racetrack, and when he did, it made Cofield just kind of fishtail. Right about here, well, you already missed it from the bottom left.
Yeah, I'll go up.
Rewind it one more time, right about here.
Yep.
This is it right here. Watch this. See him come down, and it made Cofield maybe think he was going to hit him. And then that's where the incident took place. Jacob Reeves on the checkup, nowhere to go. Just a racing deal, man. Nobody at fault.
Yeah, that's what I say as well, too. It happens, a little bit of a mistake somebody made. Everybody lifts a little bit, makes a little bit of reaction. Of course, you're talking about doing this at 180 miles an hour. So it looks easy when we're slowing it down, doesn't it? Look at those replays. But these drivers only had that split second to react there, Wesley. And, you got to make that decision. Go left, go right, left, make it avoiding maneuvers, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else also has to judge what you did. You can't put your turn signal on and say, like you are in the streets, isn't it? Go, I'm turning left. Just to let everybody know.
Stick my hand out the window.
Yeah. That is legal to do I'm not sure in States.
Yes, it
Australia,
is.
If your turn signals aren't working, you can put your hand out the window. Right?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say that jokingly, but you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Make sure you like and subscribe and be a part. Join the NASRA network on the website. The Discord information is there as well too. Just down the bottom in the description. Sign up for the big one. Even if you want to be a part of it, maybe you have a driver friend who's quick and you say, look, we got a good chance of winning it. And of course, you can help him out as a spotter, as an engineer there, and maybe split some of the cash prizes that will be available too. TLC is back for the restart zone. Here we go, Wes.
Thanks again to Bob Carr, everybody at TLC Incorporated for lawn, sprinklers, outdoor lighting, and more. And in addition to that, big thanks to Premier Racing Setups, as we were about 30 laps away to stage number 2 in the books, presented by the Glass Mechanic. This is stage 2, presented by Glass Mechanic of the C.O.P.S 175. Side by side, we battle for that spot in the top 10 on 4.
Getting pretty spicy dicey back here, and you wouldn't believe who is currently in P3, would you?
I would. I had no doubt. I had no doubt. I mean, that's just how good he is.
Unbelievable, and looking to challenge the lead here. And of course, he is trying to challenge the lead. Tyler Turex there, and we have another caution and on the Speedway. So back that one up there for a second. Octavio, hold off. Tyler Turex and Lampedi just resume that battle later on. First, we have to go out.
And I don't know what happened. I'm kind of like a deer in the headlights right now.
I think
I don't see
33 Jeffrey Johnson. They're rushing to catch back up. So we'll go back and have a look around this position. So we'll see if we can see anything up the road.
By the way, your SDK is showing position, not numbers.
I did change that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Got it now.
Oh,
okay.
there it is. So
was that Merck again?
No, it's
no. That's the 40.
That's the 40.
Car number 40. Whoever's in the 40 car, he's the one that spun between 3 and 4. That is the driver, Nicholas Tomlinson.
Yes, it is. So we'll go back and have a look at Nicholas.
Or Tomlinson, actually. Nicholas Tomlinson. Not Tomlinson. Tomlinson.
Has he got
the
22 got
from the 22. Is that Broadfoot? Oh, no.
The 22 is Brandon, yes.
Brandon Broadfoot into Tomlinson. Let's watch it again. Tomlinson on board from New Jersey.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Does Brandon Broadfoot still have a Christmas decorated car?
Yes, he does.
Did I just see that nonsense? Oh, humbug. Christmas is over.
He's got the Grinch on the front hood. There it is. Just tags him. It's a
No, it's
shame right
the
now.
Grinch on it. It's okay because I'm a Grinch, so I don't care. So yes, Chico, California, Brandon Broadfoot, right there, that 22 machine.
Yes, sir. I think we'll step away again there, Wesley, and
I retract my statement of being a grouch about the Grinch on the race car. So yeah, we'll take a break. More coverage from Iowa continues after this word from our sponsors. Take it away, Bob.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Getting ready for the restart as NASRA's Conezilla has already been used for the choose rule. Back to the TLC Inc. restart zone. Still a long way to go here in Glass Mechanics Stage 2. They come to the line. We're back there green. The Butcher, great launch on the restart down to the inside of Truex. Yes, he is. What a launch. Here comes his teammate, though, Rondeletto. Octavio on the inside hooks up with Garrett and Bruce as they work the back straightaway, top five.
Garrett's got to put his nose down there in a second to try to get the power down. Here comes Trish and Bruce up the outside. Number 23 machine gets around the outside, takes the position. Octavio's trying to do the best. Here's Tyler Truex on the inside. He knows he doesn't want to get caught in an Argentine sandwich, so he wants to get out in front there and dominate and control this race in stage 2.
Side by side for the lead now. Truex on the bottom. Tyler Truex, of course, the pole man earlier in the race. Will he be there on the other side is the question.
Interesting at the moment. Let's have a look at the concentration of Octavio's face, as you can see at the moment. It looks like he's looking at us. He must have put the camera right next to the screen. And he knows his teammate at the moment is doing his absolute best to battle Tyler Truex here for the lead of this race. And I think Octavio's just sitting back waiting to see how it's going to pan out. In fact, if anything, he may be able to give his teammate a bit of a push. And whoa, he won't need to at the moment, as Tyler Truex has done that for him. 3 wide.
Gave him a little shove there for a moment, and he got right back on it again. As look at this now, Lamperti on the high side, Rondeletto.
Oh.
Here's your teammate's trouble. Robinson spins, smacks the inside pit guardrail, closes now to a stop at the bottom of the apron. He is out of the racing groove. There is no caution. We race on.
Yeah, he towed immediately back. I'm not sure that's within the rules there to do that, because your car is still in the race theoretically, and I don't think it was too damaged, unless, of course, he had some sort of technical issue. But there it is. It's starting to heat up at the moment. Jerry Styles, the man that can see everything that's going on, and he certainly has all the screens, as you can see there at the moment. He knows what's going on. In fact, he can look up every once in a while and look at our pictures and see what's happening around him.
Hi, Joey. Say hi. Wave hi, Joey. Wave hi. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it, please. I'm telling you, don't do it. I like the angles though, man. Look at this. Is he watching TV on another side as well? I mean, no.
It's probably got a football game.
He's looking at something else. Yeah, he's got
we have a caution.
It's awesome. I love the angle with Joey Stiers and another Surf Pro caution coming out.
Oh no!
Wow, boy! Clap on, clap off the clapper.
It's Justin.
And Justin Clapper with a problem. You can see the look on his face. Justin Clapper putting us under caution yet again. This is I've lost count how many cautions we've had. Was it 6 now?
Oh,
here's a replay. Clapper lost it. Grove just gave him a little bump there to assist.
Yeah, just the rear end went out on him, and the 63 goes down to the kitty litter to mow the lawn. But he's okay. He just lost a couple of places there and a bit of pride for Mr. Justin. But he's got no damage on the 63 machine, so he lives to see another day.
Justin Clapper, car number 63, his Chevrolet out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Race City, USA, as we call it. The Mania Club, Connors Cure Mid-Pack Motorsports entry, putting us under caution. Is there 69? Truex looks like he might be looking for pit road.
He's waiting for the pace car. So there it is. He had to slow down, wait for the pace car.
Wow, he got ahead of the pace car.
Yeah, he was right up the road, so he is in the lead now, and that's exactly where he wanted to be. He wanted to get ahead of the Argentine driver so that it didn't, because he knows that they're going to work together. They're teammates, So if they're 1 and 2, they're going to make it as very hard as possible for Tyler Truex to get around. We have drivers are heading to pit road. The redneck announcer himself, Mr. Jacob Reeve, heads down the pit road there. Buzzy Mongold heads down there. Jeffrey Johnson, Brian Chew, Adam Newton, Robert Walton's been doing some repairs down there for a minute and change, and Matthew Robertson's been doing some repairs for about almost.
They're making pit stops, and they're making pit stops, and we're going to step away and make a pit stop too. Stay with us as we are approaching the end of Glass Mechanic Stage 2 at the C.O.P.S 175 at Iowa.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. If you have an outdoor project that we could help you with, we have 0% financing for a year. So if you have a project you won't be using your money, why not use our money? It doesn't cost you anything. Now's the time to be thinking about that project you always wanted to get done. It might be a lawn sprinkler, might be outdoor lighting, might be drainage, and or maybe outdoor holiday lighting that you need help with. Now's the time to be thinking about that. Give us a call at the office, 410-721-2342, or hit the link below to find out more about TLC's financing options.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
Back here at Iowa Speedway, getting ready for a restart here in the Concerns of Police Survivors 175. Hey, I got it right. We are after our 6th caution. Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves is usually in the booth with me, but we got the producer, Biggles, Dean Hopton, chiming along, producing along. We're ready to come back to green in the TLC restart zone as we have less than 15 to go. Dean in stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic at Iowa.
Here it is exactly. So it's crunch time now to get it on. Tyler needs that good launch to get it done. It's short track racing like Iowa, mate. You can't get a great launch, but he's got the Argentines hunting him down, the 91 and the 84. And don't forget Tristan Bruce, always ready to seize an opportunity. 3 wide in the back there, Matthew Grant, Joey Styles, and Jackson Wade, mate. It's all heating up, but the camera's got to go back to the front with these two. 3, actually.
Truex, Lamperti, Rondeletto right there, side by side as they work their way down into turn number 4.
Look at the run he gets at the moment there, because it likes to back up onto his teammate. You got to remember, the more that they're doing this and they're deciding who to fight with, can't let Tyler Truex get away if they want to get the stage sprint, and also because Tristan Bruce will come in pretty quickly, and if not, Larchie will stick the number 2 down the inside there and maybe steal it away from all of them.
Cross the line, back to 1. In less than 10 remaining. Remember, we got a lap number 90 here in stage number 2.
Tell you what, the heat is on.
Cue up a little Glenn Fry, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, too. Look, it's absolutely brilliant. Tyler's still holding on at the moment, another 9 laps, and he'll get that stage 2 win. Or will the Butcher steal a back-to-back stage break? Or will his teammate Rondeletto do it? Or Tristan Bruce, who is making some gains at the moment, that 23 machine powered by Mr. MJ Jordan, is well aware of that. They are racing out there. I think you confirmed that. Bubba is racing, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Up in the fence at the moment here, which of course you'll be able to catch you in Wesley. Great Coliseum.
Great battle now for 3rd and 4th. That's Bruce and Rondeletto. As Larch right there behind him in the top 5. The leader is Truex, the pole man, by the way.
Loose. He's loose.
Whoa, in the Bruce, hold on to the green and black 23. He saves it. This does allow Rondeletto and Larch now. That's the battle for 3 cars in the top 5 off 2.
Yeah, he's going to have to back out on that one, 3 wide, and he knows up against the fence there's going to be a little bit of door bang in there. I don't know if the 23 got any damage. He has certainly been floating up there at the fence and the dancing partner. There is again. 84 goes a little twirly-whirly, wiggly-giggly, a bobble, and you know exactly what it is. Lampetti now trying to hunt down Tyler Truex for this stage break win, and about 5 and change to go there, Wesley. He hits the fence. He's dancing with it.
Taking you all the way to lap number 90. Lap 90 here.
Yeah, these guys are getting loose. You know why, Wesley? Look at that. Dancing with the fence there for the 23. Do you know why, Wesley? Because they have yet to get down to pit road, believe it or not, these drivers here. So
right.
Not only they're running on vapors, mate, those tyres are screaming for some full freshies.
You have the top. Well, let's see. Their drivers have still not pitted. There's still at least, I believe, the top 8 have not pitted. Neither has Holmes or Corcoran, as well as Burleson and Schumann. Those drivers have not pitted amongst the top 20. Got a feeling they'll be coming to pit road this time by.
Yeah, they have to, mate. They would probably definitely have to, or they're going to be in big trouble. I'm surprised at how much pace these drivers have. You have to go back to Jeff Merck at the moment.
That's
who's
right.
Been down to pit road. There he is. He's going to slice and dice his way through the field, but will it be a little late on that one because with about 3 laps to go? Those tyres
and you got to remember,
would be good, but go ahead.
You got to remember too, Dean. Bearded Kit Racing said 90 laps on fuel. Okay, so here's the deal. That is 90 full-speed green flag laps. We've had green caution with a couple of laps left to go in Glass Mechanics Stage 2 here at Iowa in the C.O.P.S 175. And that has also totally changed the entire fuel capacity limit of how much fuel you can save, how much you've used up. So that could also be reason why they're stretching it here to go to the end of stage 2. Make no mistake about it. We're 3 wide for 2nd or 3rd for that matter. When these guys finish this lap or 2, they're coming to pit road for 40 freshies and fuel.
Oh, we saw that at the moment.
Burst in the wall.
The 84 gets into him, almost turns him. I think Octavio realized that. He lifted off. Tristan Bruce has got a little loosey-goosey. We'll have to go back up to the front of the field here because we are on the last lap of the stage 2, and it's already been called.
Oh, gosh.
We have a wreck.
There's a caution on the last lap of the stage.
It's 41, I think, there, Wesley. No, that's Matthew Robinson.
It's Robinson in 41 who's in the fence in turn 1.
No, was it? Was it Robinson? No, Robinson's still in the pit road, I think there was. Let's quite see who.
My apologies. It's showing the 41 in turn 3.
Yeah, that's the end of the pit road. Matthew's in pit road there.
Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, I think it might have been the 66 of Robert Walton was screaming.
It could have been the 66, yeah. Let's see what Robert Walton had happen to him. He fell all the way back to 31st. Let's watch Walton and maybe Broadfoot. And we are at the end of Glass Mechanics Stage 2 here at the C.O.P.S 175 at Iowa for the TLC NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier.
No, it's not. I think he was just about catching him up. We got drivers. We'll go back and see if we can catch us in a second because we got drivers heading a pit road. It's going to be very crucial here at the end of the stage break, which was won by Mr. Tyler Truex, right? Because he had his nose across ahead of him. Yes, he did. He was ahead of the butcher. Let's see how he pans out, and then we'll see if we can grab Mr. Tyler once he's finished his pit stop. And then, of course, once we go green flag racing, we'll definitely talk to Jacob Reeves because he loves talking to us up in the booth when they're racing. Of course, we won't do that. Oh, make up your mind, mate. Tyler, you got the number 1 box, mate, because you put your car on pole, which gives you the opportunity of getting that lollipop man to say, go, 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 go. Jeff Merck's going to come in and out quickly because remember, Merck already went down the pit road earlier, so he's got the gasoline. He didn't have to fuel it up as much. Buzzy Mongol comes out, Brad Broadfoot. But the rest of the field here, let's see if Tyler Truex does come out ahead of Larch and the Butcher and Joey Styles. And yes, he does. So there he is, our stage 2 winner for the Glass Mechanic. Goes to that man, Tyler Truex.
And speaking of Double T from New Jersey, we'll step away and we will speak to him next here at Iowa.
Hey, Bob Carr with TLC. Spring's upon us. If you got a wet yard, it's not going to get any better. Now it's time to give us a call. Let us come out and take a look at your drainage problem in your property. We can get you a solution. The dogs, the kids be tracking in mud. Mom will be mad. So give us a call. Give us a shout today. Talk to you soon.
Hey, we're back here from, of course, Iowa Speedway. Stage 2 winner is Tyler Truex from New Jersey, the pole man earlier in the race as well. Tyler, what a way to bounce back. I don't want to say that you had any issues, but definitely I think it's your strategy hanging back and waiting for the time to get to the front. I think it starts right now, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just tried to buy our time there and see where we would end up there at the end of that stage. I feel bad I got into that 91 car there. I was not trying to race him like that. I just got tight off the corner, tighter than I was the laps before. Anytime I was under a car, I was super tight. So I apologize to that. That's not how I want to race, especially somebody that I don't know like that. So he's had a great race so far. He led to all that whole stage, both stages. So hats off to him, first off. Second off, yeah, we've had a really good run. Happy with the pole. I really like this track. It's one of the tracks like Richmond where you kind of got to be, it's a lot of the driver hitting their marks with the bumps and characteristics like other tracks have. So it's an interesting one. We're only halfway, so we'll see how we can close this deal out.
You're coming to 1 to go, but obviously as you get ready to settle in for the restart, how does it feel to have 4 new fresh tires and a full tank of fuel, I think, to go to the distance? One pit stop in this race.
Yeah, it feels good. I don't know what these guys got for tires in front of us, so it should be interesting. We'll just hopefully take our time, keep our nose clean, and see where we're at come the end of this thing.
That's the pole man and the winner of Glass Mechanic Stage number 2 for Tyler Truex Racing from New Jersey. Tyler Truex, and we'll see what happens.
I got to give a shout out to Mac Garrett, too, for the new paint job, too. So far, it's
You're certainly welcome, my friend. Certainly welcome. Get back on the hive. Get back and go back to it again as they make their way back to the TLC Inc. restart zone. Ready to begin, Dean. Stage 3 in Iowa. This is where we settle in for the final 80 laps of this race.
Green, 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 green. Buzzy Mongold, who went back down to pit road, lap 73. But Tyler in the lead already. Where did it just come from there?
It's 4 wide behind them.
Wow.
And 4 wide behind them. With Larch, Lamperti, Mongold, and Bruce, could you say crash?
No.
They might go 5 wide. As Broadfoot, I think, just hit the wall, and they're crashing behind them. Trouble. Still wrecking. Gagliano in the fence. Bobby Grant is also involved. Caution on a restart in 3 and 4. It looked like Talladega on a 7/8 mile short track. You knew trouble was bound to happen on the other side.
That was huge. That's a big one. That's one of the NASRA big ones that you'd have to say already. You know, everybody's eager. 4 wide around here, mate. Even 5 wide.
Wow.
No, do not recommend it. We got small children at home. Look away.
Put the women and children to bed. Watch the replay of this one because they were sticking it 3 wide, 4 wide, and then 5 wide became a big one. Work at this now. Gagliano, Bobby Grant, more cars were crashing up in front of them, other ones on the bottom. And honestly, I see you keep showing the Ford Phoenix, but look at this. This happened way ahead of them.
Yeah. Is that?
That's Broadfoot in the fence.
I think it's Broadfoot, isn't it? That he comes off to the fence early, and then I don't think it would have thrown too much of the rest of the field here. There's Dean.
And there, look at Burleson and Gagliano. Gagliano went for a gap in the middle between Burleson and Grant, and there was nothing there. Watch again.
Trying to find, where's Brennan? Here he is. So Brennan, this is the 4 wide.
This is where they're, they're up in the front. Look at this. Look at this crazy nonsense. Look at this, guys. Come on.
51 gets, I think both of them where they're going to go. There is 5 wide, Wesley. There.
Yes, it was 5 wide.
And then
we can officially say it's 5 wide, and then the 88 shot up and hit Broadfoot.
And there's 57.
Oh,
there's
boy,
51 going around.
That was Joey Stiers, by the way.
Yeah.
Joey Stiers, and that 5 wide went into the Broadfoot car, and then it caused the big one. Look at this, and the 51, nowhere to go. He spins in front of the pack. And then from there on, everyone else just hold on tight from there because we're not done yet. That's Brian Chu and others. Wow. Another angle of it in real time. Watch the 51. You need to go on board, Dean, with a 51 because I think that's going to be a fun camera angle. I ran out of Fort Myers, Florida. Watch this.
Find the 51 currently at the moment. Where is the 51?
Brian Chu in the 51. He's right in the middle.
Yep.
So we'll put it in real time and watch this. Take a listen. Actually, he got lucky.
Yeah.
He got lucky. He got more lucky than we thought. Wow. He still might have damage.
So these guys are.
He still might have damage.
I think. Yeah.
This is Nicholas Tomlinson. Oh boy, you remember Big League Chew back in the day, Dean?
No, sir.
Baseball gum.
No, we didn't have
Big League Chew baseball gum, man. Baseball gum.
We never had it straight up. We have cricket.
Oh wow.
There you go. So nobody go around.
You said we have cricket.
Oh well, Nicholas manages to find his way through. Just having a look, Jeffrey Johnson.
We don't have baseball. We have cricket.
We don't have that gum, but sorry, so I don't know what you mean there, Wesley.
Oh wow.
That's just everybody slowing down here at the moment. Anyway, that's one of the first big ones here. Nothing that Tyler Truex needs to worry about. But I wanted to go back to that restart, actually. And,
yeah, let's go back to it.
Watch Tyler get through here. Now, this is where Tyler is at the start. Now check this out. Remember, here's P4. By the end of the first 2 corners here, he's P1. Let's watch how he gets it done.
By the end of turn 2, he's in the lead. Watch this again. There's Mongold on the restart. Brian Chu and Broadfoot alongside Merck and the Lamperti. Lamperti goes up the middle, and they're already 4 wide, almost going into 1 and 2. And look at this. And Tyler Truex is up the hell away from all this going on right now. I think he knew there was going to be trouble.
He did. Look at it. There's a 5 wide, and that's when it all breaks loose. Tyler just says, "Woo! Thank I checked out early, my friend." I think I checked in early. So he's one of those people that goes to the airport, a couple of hours before everybody else, and avoids the what do you call it? The crowds. There you go. The lines. He's like, "Nah, it's all right, mate. I got it all done." Wow. Fantastic.
Another caution. It's another yellow flag. It's another caution presented by Surf Pro. 8 yellow flags as we are a century grind complete. 74 laps to go when they crank them up again inside the TLC restart zone. Still a long way to go, and I think it's going to get more chaotic from here. Truex and Larch on the front row. Truex on the loud pedal. It's Chevrolet beats the oval Ford of Larch on the whole shot in 1.
Oh, getting a little bit of door banging already there between Larch there and Lamperti. There's Trish and Bruce in the background there. There's Octavio, Joey Stiers. We know Joey's got a ton of screens, and I think we can also look at Joey's screens. Look at the extra screens he's got around there. And he's that's 2 around. And that is going to be another caution on the Speedway. That's Adam Newton, actually. No, it wasn't Adam Newton. It was a 2. That's Michael Larch that went around.
Larch, the number 2. Remember, he was on the outside of the restart on the front row. On that last green flag restart, watch what happened, and here you see the 2 for Swamp Fox. He's got Lamperti up in front of him, and there's well, I don't want to say there's contact. There's a side draft, maybe some side air might have caused him to go around, but again, Lamperti held his line. I don't think the 91's at fault in any way, Ding.
Yeah, this is hard. Let's have a look. There's a couple little banging, comes back again. Oh, it's so... It's 6 to 1 and half a dozen to the other, isn't it?
Another look at it again as the Pexco entry. Michael Larch, he was right there with the leaders. Watch it one more time. Coming into 3 and 4. There's a 91. Plenty of room. Side draft. I think that's what happened. He lost it on his own side draft. There was a side draft there, and around goes the 2 Ford of Larch. And I don't think he's going to be damaged. Caution out. Boy, oh boy, wow.
At the moment, I don't think he's jumping down the pit road, no. Yeah, we'll just have a look at the driver camps, of course. There's all of our drivers here this evening. There's Justin Clapper. There's right there, Ron Deletto. Jeff Merck, who is on his phone, checking his messages. Send him a DM right now there, Wesley, and say, Merck, get off your phone. He'll read the message. And Joey Styles up there in the top right-hand side. I do believe we have an extra cam from one more driver. That's Jackson Wade. Let's see if I can...
yeah, where's Jackson Wade at? Where's Jackson? We always have a camera on Jackson, if you remember.
Yes, we do.
Let's see what Jackson's up to.
Where's Jackson? Jackson Wade. I can't find him. He must be going blind. There he is. Hello, I was trying to find the car first. There he is. Jackson Wade. Hello. He's got a book there he's reading. Is that a manual for the steering wheel, perhaps, he's got there?
Move your paper to the side. You're blocking your camera. Yeah. I think he's like, what is he talking about? What's he talking about?
You need to put. I recommend any of those drivers that have the VR. We know that Ryan Johnson does. Who else? Put something on the front of your VR goggles. Like, I mean, the goggle eyes has been done. Put something else.
The goggle eyes is funny. Yeah.
Other things, I guess. Just still sticking things on there. You can take them off if you're going to resell them or anything like that. Like, it just adds a little bit more spice and dice, especially if you're going to have yourself a camera on here and the NASRA Racing Network, which we don't mind showing off the drivers as the pace car will turn his little flashing lights up the top there and say, gentlemen, we're going to go racing again. Cautions breed cautions, Wesley. Let's hope we can get through the remaining 70 laps of this race as caution-free as possible.
Remember how crazy that last restart was between Truex and Lawrence on the front row. Now we'll see what goes on with this restart. By the way, 9th Surf Pro caution of the race. There's the command center. Mission control to Major Joey. Remember that song?
Yes.
Yes,
Ground
sir.
Control to Joey
To Major Tom.
No,
Yes,
to
sir.
Joey
But it's Joey Stiers instead to Major Tom. Ready to go back to green. TLC restart zone. Green back out in Iowa.
Oh, we do have
And
to do a
Joey
music
Stiers
cut. Yes,
in
go
the
ahead.
fight as well. He's in 5th.
I think the gentleman got a little bit of a call up saying, let's not risk it for the biscuit for the 5 wide just yet. Barely even 4, I'd say, gentlemen. Get a couple of laps under your belt there, get the temperature into the tires, and then start shaking bacon.
Thought about going 3 wide again with the middle of the Bruce car between the Argentinians of Lamperti and Rondoletto. Down to the inside. Here comes now also Wade as one bounces off the wall. That's Joey Stiers.
Yeah, considering they've got some fresh tires on here, mate, and they've got plenty of gasoline because we haven't had that many pit stops. They didn't have many green flag races since lap 91 that they last went down the pit road. So they should be all good. The tires should all be feeling great. It's just that the drivers, I think, at the moment are eager to try to get some positions and some overtakes done so that they can settle in for the main adventure as we get deeper into this race.
Lamperti, look at that different line Dean Hopton he's driving than anyone else, even his teammate. From the outside lane all the way to the bottom of the lane of the racetrack. It's called catfishing. Catfishing on the bottom. Watch it one more time. Watch this arc all the way down to the inside. And notice how you got to drive this track. It kind of reminds me a lot of last night at Darlington, right, Dean? You drive these corners entry different than the way you would on the other side of the spectrum of the track as well. Left 110.
It's almost like, if you look at it, it's almost like how you're supposed to race road courses, you know? You got to slow in, fast out, spot the apex, of course. That's the point of the corner. We have a caution, and that's Nicholas. That's going around. Michael Larch, I think, might have come together too. No, number 2. Is it Dean? Yes, it's Nicholas and Dean back here that have had gone to the local barn for a dance. Barn dance? Something like that, wasn't it? That's an American thing.
Oh, we can dance if you want to. Safety dance. Let's watch this.
If you want to. Yes. Oh.
Gagliano, a little slip
Checkups.
there in front of Suss. That is the number 80 machine of Joshua Suss. Also, Tomlinson involved as well. Tomlinson. Boy, I'm so excited. Baseball's around the corner. You know that? Preseason?
I didn't know that.
February,
We're
preseason
cricket
baseball?
season.
Well, I saw the big league. I saw the big league chew on the car. Look at this. Did Suss get into Gagliano? Let's watch this again. Oh, no.
Let's have a look at Joshua Suss. Yeah. For because it's the TLC. Of course,
Once again,
livery.
well,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Tomlinson into the driver's side of Suss. Suss into the other car there, and Gagliano and Suss continues. But Gagliano and Tomlinson do not. Caution out. We got more from Iowa. We're in the 3rd stage. Some people are pitting. Some are not. It's getting good in the neighborhood for NASRA. I'm not talking about Applebee's. We'll be right back.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Welcome back to Iowa. So the Argentinians are up in front as we look at the quad 4 cameras. Justin Clapper, top left. Bottom left is Octavio Rondoletto. Octavio, Joey Stiers in mission control, and Jeff Merck is right there, just kind of wide in the weeds. Jeff Merck on the racetrack. Where are you, my friend? As the drivers are there.
24. Jeff
Yeah,
right
Jeff Merck all the way in 24th. That's why he's kind of got the look on his face. I don't blame him. Welcome back to coverage of NASRA. It's the TLC Incorporated NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setups. I'm Wesley Outland, lead anchor for NASRA's coverage. As always, joined alongside Beagles Dean Hopton. Jacob Reeves and myself will be with you Friday night at Charlotte for the Season 9 Championship. Make sure you join us for the C.O.P.S Season 9 Championship race at America's Virtual Home for Racing. And don't forget, February 3rd through the 8th, Speed Week's coming up, leading to the NASRA 500, presented by the Glass Mechanic. As right now, pace car onto the pit lane. We got about shootouts coming up with 60 to go as we go back to the TLC restart zone in Iowa.
Let's see if we can get a couple of laps under our belt. Tricia Bruce and the double T there of Tyler Truex going for it tooth and nail further back there. Matthew, Jackson Wade, Greg Bale, and Coldfield's come back up here to play with the big guns. Another big gainer I was going to mention, Cody Knott. He's back here. He's quietly making his way through the field there. The 26 machine up 16, and Matt Holmes as well. He's up 21. But let's go back to the top of the timesheets with the top two Argentine drivers.
Down to the line with now under 60 to go. 58 at the line to be exact. And you see Lamperti, the Butcher, Latoro Lamperti up in front, Rondoletto in second. Truex is third, Bruce and Stiers top 5. Here comes the Nationwide. Number 88, Stiers going 2 for 1. He went after Bruce. He clears the 23. The 23 battles back on the outside, and I want my MTV. Here comes Garrett in the dance.
I want my MTV. That's right. Dire Straits at the moment. And
Dire Straits, boy.
You can see he's struggling with it at the moment. You can see in the picture that it's not easy to drive these cars around. And it's bumpy as well, too. You can feel he needs some butt kicker or something like that to shake the seat as he's going on with those bumps.
A little bump right there by Stiers. And watch these guys now start to run each other down. Here comes now the bottom. Stiers on the inside. Goes after Truex again. He'll carry Bruce with him. Garrett off the wall. Poole is right behind him. That's actually Jackson Wade. Cody Knott would have run for him in 10th. He's in 8th right now.
Yep, the code's
Gatorade, is it in you? It is in. The Madera, California driver going after the 96 to Wade.
Yeah, of course, a big hats off there to Cody, of course, and Brady. And hopefully Brady gets time off, actually, to enjoy his birthday that he celebrated the other day. And, of course, Cody and Brady will be doing a lot here for the preparation of that 500 as well, too. So big hats off to them. And we're going to do our best to make sure that we broadcast it and you guys can commentate this as the best race of the year.
And by the way, don't forget also that tomorrow night, on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, coverage on the NASRA 360 Racing Network will be the long-awaited return of the Hot Lap podcast. Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knott, and Tyler Dittmer will talk about the Championship 6 for the C.O.P.S Season 9 truck finale at Charlotte on Friday night. They'll all be guests, and they'll talk about so much more in the world of real life, NASRA, iRacing, you name it. The Hot Lap Podcast tomorrow night on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Lamperti, Rondoletto, and here comes Bruce, and Stiers is looking on the inside. Here he comes. 2 for 1 again, Dean. Just can't pull the trigger.
No. The discount wasn't available on that one. Yeah, make sure you tune in. If you're in your car, of course, it's a podcast. You can have a listen to it. If you're lucky to tune in live, get in there and have a chat to the lads as well to throw your 2 bits in your opinion, so that they can have a chin wagging about that. You know, it's an interactive community, just as we are here. And we thank everybody for tuning in. I think we almost picked up around 50 or some of that before. So enjoy. I know that we have a lot of the. ¿Cómo estás to all the Espanol speakers here? We know that there is both of the Argentines have their family.
We'll be in. Thank you, Martin. And
hey, we need to have a little translation thing as well, too. I think you can actually. So you think you hit that little that icon, is it the gear icon or whatever, and have it actually do some sort of translations from.
You can. I think you can. What do they call it? I know they got subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles can be live translated, I believe, in the language of your choice. So they probably can't translate my Australian English. They're probably going, they just got a question mark going.
If I ever find the Mexican version, Hispanic version of me announcing,
That'd be interesting. I've seen that one.
Lampardi, Rondeletto, Truex, Bruce Steyers, top 5. That's the way they are. And the Storm Bruce. Look at Corcoran right there. Sean Corcoran right there in the top 10. Never even heard of this guy till tonight. He's literally moved himself into the top 10 on the racetrack as well here in Iowa. Battles back with the number 4. That's Newton on the outside.
I love the livery too. You can see on Sean's car there. That's the 43. That's probably a throwback to something old NASCAR.
Richard Petty,
you would know that, wouldn't you?
Petty.
Sorry?
Richard Petty, the 7-time NASCAR champion. Richard Petty.
I didn't know that. See, that's why
Richard
I thought
Petty, Bobby Hamilton, John Andretti, and one time Darrell Wallace Jr. drove. Bubba Wallace drove the 43. Eric Jones as well.
Here comes
the
Merck.
43 of NASCAR. Look at Merck. Merck, the falling Garrett. I want my MTV. Here he comes.
Well, I think Merck's got a couple. Merck's probably remember the old MTV days. He remembers probably before the old MTV days. As he's throwing his 16 machine around there, of course, with the military livery there. And,
I remember. I guess we're unveiling, Dean, how old we are, my friend. We constantly do that. But I remember when MTV was MTV. It was music television. There was no nonsense. There was no damn reality shows or stupid hubbub mix. It literally was music. Take your pick.
Yes, sir. I don't know the king out there yet, but I remember I'm newish to the world of NASCAR racing, so and I'm enjoying it. I'm getting into it. You know, I'm from the old Formula 1 background. I'm still running my Formula 1. We get to a little talk about all the Formula 1 drivers and the history of it. I can talk you chew your ears off, but I'm learning NASCAR. You guys are teaching me. I appreciate it. Cody Knott, Adam, and you.
How cool is this? And how cool is this? The teammates are now starting to launch themselves away from Merck, who's in 3rd, by the way. Jeff Merck at one time was all the way back in 24th. How the mighty have fallen. He has put himself back on a late race caution, Dean, back to 3rd place in that number 60. Unbelievable. What strategy for the man out of Punta Gorda, Florida?
He's on a completely different strategy, exactly as the rest of the field. There's Jackson Wade. He's trying to make slice his way up, which he has. 15 positions gained there for the 96 machine. Some of these drivers just don't worry about qualifying. They're like, no, it's fine. It's just not where you start, mate. That's not how you start. It's how you finish the race, which is very important. Carla Truex and Tristan Bruce are just lovering back there. Jory Styles wants to keep them honest with Matthew. But, yeah, can Merck get the power down, the pedal to the metal, my friend, and start to catch the 2 Argentines at the start to pull away? Where are they? 2 seconds up the road. 1 and 2.
Lampardi, Rondeletto, 1 and 2. Merck is back to 3rd, 3 seconds back, or 2.5 actually. Then you've got Truex. Tyler Truex has moved back to 4th. Tristan Bruce is 5th. There's Octavio Rondeletto, Flamin' Karma Racing teammates to Lampardi, the Butcher and the Showman. 1-2. Oh, Argentina up in front here in Iowa as they work into turn 3.
I wonder if there's going to be switcheroo between those orders of those drivers, remember, because we know in the standings that they can't be locked in, can they? Because of they're not full-time drivers. So who was it? Octavio is a full-time driver or not? Or is it the Butcher? I can't quite remember. But they remember our schedule. Octavio did win it in Atlanta, but he doesn't have a padlock next to his name. He's not a full-time driver. Where is he?
It's not a full-time driver.
No.
He is. He's way in the back, man. He's way in the back in the point standings. As a matter of fact, Octavio Rondoletto, he climbed 17 spots, but he's 36 in the point standings. And the reason why they have a points on simracerhub.com for NASRA for the Cup Series. It's literally everybody full-time first, and then the part-time drivers are down at the bottom. But right now, Octavio Rondoletto, in 2 starts, he has 1 win, 1 top 5, and 2 top 10s. Octavio Rondoletto, in his 2nd start with NASRA Cup, won last week. You remember that?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Cody Knott's making his way back up to the field too. I know that. It would be great for Cody to get himself a nice little top 5 spot at the moment. He's in P9, and if he keeps up this momentum, he may very well get that. Top 2 are happy with that. Go ahead.
MTV.
You want your MTV?
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know what the first song that ever was played on MTV was?
I don't know. Was it like Madonna or Michael Jackson or anything like that? I can't remember.
The Buggles video killed the radio star.
Whoa! Adam Newton goes loosey-goosey.
Once again, we unveil how
Maybe
old
he
we
doesn't
are.
like that song. He just heard you on the broadcast and says, I'm sick of that song video. Oh, I knew it was some sort of classic song like that. Video killed the radio star.
Video killed the radio
And
star.
it did too.
And our attendance has dropped.
And there he
Nick on the
is.
inside. Get the
Tune in,
top
of
10.
course, for the upcoming concert that Wesley Outland will be singing. And we have a caution flag.
Oh, girl. Even the race wanted me to shut up. Look at this.
Number 40. It looks like that's Nicholas into the fence again, unfortunately, I think, our new driver.
Gerald Cole was right. It was. About the same time he typed it up, I told you. Video killed the radio star. You're exactly right. Little racing trivia as caution comes out.
Oh, there was a blink of the car. Whoa. Yeah, did you see the blink of the 52? Maybe there was and it's having onesies at the moment, and Nicholas probably reacted to that. Now he gets a tow. Let's go back and have a look. Now, you see that? That is a connection issue with the 50. I guarantee the 52. That's probably throwing off Nicholas there.
Schumann, Brandon Schumann.
Yeah. And so
Would
here
you
it
be
is.
a Dr. Pepper too?
Nicholas is going up. Bang. Where's the car? Where's the car? Where's
Wow,
the car? He appears.
wow, man. Yeah, Nicholas
And-
Thomason's like, whoa.
And
Oh, what a hit. Thomason and Schumann.
I'd say that's what it is completely. Just a little bit of connection issues there, and has thrown off the driver. I mean, it's very hard to predict, isn't it, where they are? And you can see that you blinked and went up to the fence earlier, and then came back down. And yeah, I'd say that's just a racing incident of a connection issue. Unfortunately, remember the driver that blinks does not know they're blinking to the rest of the field as well. That's just their connection to the iRacing server. And
Gerald Poole says Gerald Poole says I was there skipping class. LOL.
He's behind the shed at the moment, kissing the girls there, chewing the gum, and all that sort of stuff.
School's out for summer, and we're gonna take a break. As we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. 30 laps to go here in Iowa. It's getting good for the NASRA Cup Series as they're peeling off pit road. We'll see how it shuffles the deck when we come back. We'll be back in just a second.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Wesley should learn to play them drums.
Yes, sir. Me and Dean are singing a little Dire Straits thing that y'all don't hear about during commercials at Network Timeout. Welcome back. Conezilla is upon us in just a moment. They're going to be doing the choose rule. I mean, Dean, we've had 11 caution flags, but this has been a fairly entertaining race in Iowa tonight. This is Your typical short track type of program for sure. Your take of that?
Oh, it's good. Of course, we're getting deeper and deeper before we get into those playoffs coming up soon. The schedule, as you can see, so there's only got 2 more after this one. We get down there, everything's bigger and better in Texas, and then you go to Chicagoland, then take that break there, and then it's Daytona again. We're going to be Daytona'd out, my friend, after that, but it'll be certainly fun, and then that'll be the big one. Jeff Merck now in the lead of this one with the man from Georgia, redneck announcer number 57 side by side. Now we know that they were going a little door banging at it earlier in this race. Let's see how they go when Bob's TLC restart zone will be sprinkling over them 2 drivers. Those 2 drivers, not them.
Onezilla has done his job. He's back in the box, and we'll get ready for the restart. Now, look at Jeff Merck. Listen to this. About 2 cautions ago, 30 laps ago, I think it was, he was all the way back in 25th. And I know a lot of people give this guy grief. That's talent.
Oh,
to go from the back and find a way to get back to the front. Jeff Merck's got it. That camouflage
moments, yeah.
60. Watch it.
Absolutely. Quick driver. Jeff Merck can get the job done when he needs to, and he's won races before. And there he is. He's got a perfect launch. You can see the concentration on his face. We're going to get 3 wide in the background, perhaps even 4 wide, as everybody's gunning for some early positions here, because 29 laps go by pretty quickly there, Wes.
At the start of stage 3, man, these guys have just gone to the whip. We've seen 3 and 4 and 5 wide, and here we go again!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Maybe.
Boy, a moment ago, it looked like Cody Nutt was about to spin. He went all the way in the back of the top 15. Now we got contact. Laperti, Rondoletto, they gang up on Merck. Here comes Truex to the inside. 60 losing ground. He's just holding on for 5th as they go to 3.
Yeah, I think these 2 drivers did go down and get 4 freshies there, or at least some tyre changes. And at the moment, they're getting eaten for live by the rest of the drivers that have. And that gamble hasn't paid off too much there. Jeff Merck now in P5 and Jacob Reeves in P10 because they're struggling on the traction that they have here with 27, almost 26 to go. Where's
Iowa Speedway, 7/8 of a mile. It's a D-shaped oval. 10 degrees on the front stretch, 4 degrees on the back straightaway, and 12 to 14 degrees in the corners. This track is a fun, fast place in the virtual cornfields of the Midwest. Here they come to the line, and we're closing in on 25 laps to go. This time by when they hit the straightaway off 4.
And I think at the moment the Butcher's just hoping, all right, no cautions, guys. Let me drive this to the end, and he shouldn't have a problem of winning this. But guess what? I spoke too soon. There's a big one in the midfield, and it's massive.
Big trouble. Reeves, Schroeder. Who else caught up in it? The 56 Napa Know-How car, and I don't mean it's Michael Waltrip. Greg VL's involved. Joshua Corner caught up in it. So is the 14 of Bobby Grant. Another massive crash. Here's a replay. Maybe Holmes got into Reeves. Matt Holmes, Jacob Reeves, Justin Clapper to his inside. And you know Justin? Oh no, VL spun in front of him.
Yep. It's Greg. So we'll back that up
on board with Jacob Reeves, and this should be interesting as it looks like Cody Dodd and Greg VL get into each other. Watch this again.
Goes up high, and Cody.
Wow.
That's the 26. That's Cody. That's Greg.
Yeah, there it is. This is shot in the left rear, and then nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And Jacob Reeves got the worst of the whole deal. He got slammed by Holmes, Alzewski, and again by VL. Watch it again. Let's go on board with Jacob Reeves. Watch this. Hang on.
He's getting loose coming out of the corner too, Jacob. You can see, so there might have been a bit of contact before. Here it is. Jacob's going to decide to go left or right. He goes straight. Oh, he couldn't, because you got to remember too, we don't see it on that camera angle, but there are cars to the left and to the right of Jacob there too, so he probably couldn't go.
Nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, no. And we won't obviously pull Jacob in, because we do have drivers down a pit road. We do have Andrew Olowski. We have Jacob Reeves. These are drivers trying to get some of those repairs done on those incidents we just saw. Brian Chew, Matt Holmes, Totally Burleson. And we still got other drivers sitting in pit road. I think they might have almost retired from that one, and that's Nicholas. Well, Nicholas is getting those repairs done. Matthew Robinson's been in there for, could take about 50 minutes now, so I don't think he's even in the car. 23 to go, and Paul
You know who I want
Lampini
to
has
talk
to do it
to?
all over again. Go ahead. Oh, Essie, yeah, you can go.
I know. You know who I want to talk to? I want to talk to Jeff Merck, man. Let's
Yeah.
bring Jeff Merck up on the camera as well, because I know he's on camera. I'd love to hear what his thoughts is right now. Jeff Merck at one time all the way back into the top 25. Somehow in the last two cautions he has prevailed and rallied and got back to the front. Jeff, what a run for you going.
Yeah, if I could just get the 6,000 I ratings to stop driving me up the track, I'd be all right.
I think he's referring to one of the Argentines, right?
Well, what's your take of the race? I mean, this is typical short track racing at its finest, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, pretty much. Just, hey, I'm on new tires. I'm just going to ride you all the way up the track and then not say shit, or excuse me, not say dookie. So it's all good. One day I'll have newer tires than him, and I can return the favor.
Dean, got anything for Jeff?
I think it's about those tires. I mean, yourself there and Jacob were starting that race on pretty worn tires, and then eventually everybody got some more traction there and just kind of got past you guys, and it's going to be difficult, that situation there, Jeff. But that's alternative strategy racing for you, mate. And, yep, you get those fresh tires there, you'll be able to turn that favor, I think, one day. But good luck with the rest of the race there.
Jeff, I know we're getting ready for the restart, but is track position more important than coming down and getting on new tires right now, especially in this late stage of the race?
Yeah, I don't have any more tires. I was hoping that last row would go green. That's what I needed it to do. It didn't, so I'm kind of in my bed now. I just got to drive it and hang on to it.
There you go. There's the thoughts of a former C.O.P.S Truck Series champion and Rookie in the Year in the same season, Jeff Burke. Jeff, thanks for your time, buddy.
Hi, guys. See ya.
Somebody's asking.
And his announcing roster says he lives in a retirement home, but I don't believe it. Punta Gorda, Florida is where Jeff Burke is from. As we go back to green, under 20 to go, over 20 to go here at Iowa.
Tyler Truex doesn't want to let the Argentine get away. You're right. And that one there, Wesley, I mean, isn't that where you go to retire in the United States there? Head down to Florida, mate. So that's where Jeff Mercury at the moment is.
Oranges and orange juice in the morning. Yeah. Look at this, Truex. And you hear him say, I've got my tires. My tires are gone. I've used my tires up. This is what I'm stuck with. Let's watch it now. 20 to go. Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go as well. We'll go side by side to thank them. Mention NASRA in checkout and get 15% from your order by mentioning NASRA from Premier Racing Setups. And not only that, 15% also goes back into the pocket of the North American Sim Racing Association. From dirt, pavement, grassroots, NASCAR, ARCA, and more. They've got you covered. And we go back under another Serve Pro caution as the yellow flag waves. Another massive crash. Many drivers involved. Sean Corcoran is involved. Matt Holmes, Jacob Reeves. Here we go again, crashing. Same list of drivers.
I thought you were talking about the tires with Jeff Merck saying because he's retired.
Oh, you're funny.
Oh, was that too soon? And we'll go back and have a look at the replay of what's happened up here with Sean, unfortunately, my friend, as you'd mentioned.
And Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer, involved in this one as well. Watch him up front. Sean Corcoran in the Richard Petty throwback, and a little bump there by Jackson Wade.
Oh, that's where Jacob gets hit. He just got repairs.
Nowhere to go for Matt Holmes or Jacob Reeves. Man,
same situation, isn't
it? Speaking of the redneck announcer, let's terrorize him now since he's not on pit road.
Hey, that's on you. As Matty tries to go around him. Guess who's trying to go around Jacob? Jacob gets pushed into Matty.
It's not a matter of trying to talk to Jacob if there's a caution flag on the racetrack, Dean. It's a matter of talking to the guy when he's in full race mode. Talk to him. Talk to him, Jacob. Tell him.
Hello, Jacob.
Yeah. Now you can interview me because I'm done. Actually, I got a meatball flag, so I'm out of this thing now. So
I think you're heading down a pit road there, Jacob. We can see you. Hello.
Yeah.
He doesn't got a damn man. People, you are looking live as Jacob Reeves has been disqualified.
Not necessarily disqualified. We're just tore up. Well, actually, we got 28 seconds required.
We got
we
beef,
may
mate.
be able to get back up there.
We got some door banging down there.
Yep. Well, yeah, a little bit right there, probably. I mean, we done it to ourselves, putting ourselves back there in the back, and we took a set of tires right there. With that long green flag run, we was just motoring through the field, we were checking out. I mean, we wasn't going to catch the leaders or nothing, but we was easily going to get up there to top 10, and that's what we was banking on. But I should have known we was going to have a bunch of cautions, and then it just screwed us, and we ended up not having any tire left over. And then we got back there, and 43 got spun around, and when he got spun around, I tried to check up, and apparently he couldn't see what was going on. I mean, he had 2 whole corners to see the spin, and he couldn't do it, and ended up running us straight into 43 and basically killing the car.
Jacob, it feels to me like you're becoming the Neil Bonnet of NASRA. And anytime you're ready to retire and come back to the booth full time, you know you're welcome.
Nah. Well, I mean, I get it. I mean, you know, I still want to race on the Friday Night Series, even though I'm third in the points right now. I just been having a little bit of bad luck here lately and everything, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I suck here. I am absolutely terrible at Iowa. I hate this place, and we was just trying something right there, and just trying something different than everybody else was, and it didn't work out. But hey, we still got plenty of time. We still got 15 laps. I'm hearing there's a lot of beef out there on the track and everything, so maybe they'll wad up a couple more. Maybe we can get up there about top 10 and get what we probably should have got.
Jacob, I got a quick question for you as well. Tell me, you guys elected not to come down to pit road and get those tires. Did you have any left? Because Jeff Merck we spoke to about under that caution as well. You and him stayed out there in the lead there, and then everybody started eating you up for early breakfast, mate, because of the tires. Is that because of that alternate strategy? Do you have any full freshies down in pit road before that or not?
No, Dean, that's why we stayed out right there, man. We didn't have any tires left because we actually, I burnt a set right there at the end of stage 1 like a dummy. And I burnt my tires up and everything, and I was just trying something and it didn't work, and I burnt my tires up. So I burned the set right then, and it got in that little deal with Merck and all that. Everything just kind of went crazy. I was basically Hail Marying right there, and that caution come out, and I think it screwed me and Merck at the same time.
All right, what box I got to put you back into, man? I know you're all over the place, Jacob.
Blue Line Racing.
Blue Line Racing. That is the redneck announcer, Jacob Reeves. And under 20 to go, we'll settle it out as the race nears the end. That's Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer. Door bang and download on all social platforms. And we'll be in the booth together in 2 days from tonight at Charlotte for the finale of the Season 9 C.O.P.S Truck Series. Right now, it's Lamperti over his teammate, over the field, to the lead, 13 to go in Iowa.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, of course. Make sure you tune in to the upcoming race on Friday night. No Thursdays there, so no more Go Locker, but the podcast, of course, will be on tomorrow night to take a listen to it. Argentina 1-2, Tyler Truex needs to make a move here soon. If he doesn't, Christian Bruce, that 23 machine, he can easily make his way up there and steal a race win away. So definitely keep your eyes peeled there.
Preview of the championship race at Charlotte for Friday night for Season 9 of the NASRA Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series will be a preview on the Hot Lap Victory podcast. The Hot Lap podcast will be tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in. As right now, Lamperti, Rondoletto. By the way, cue the violin. If Lamperti wins this race, he will be the 11th different winner on the series for the NASRA Cup Series. If Rondoletto wins, he'll be the first 2-time winner and the back-to-back winner as well. He won last week, Dean.
I'm hoping the Butcher gets it. I'm hoping the Butcher gets it. I really do. But we have a caution. That's Chase Albright, I think. Yes, it is, into the fence for the 49.
Albright.
This is going to be a huge sprint to the end then, Wesley.
Caution number 14 out as Chase Albright's 49 Chevrolet goes around. And this sets us up into single digits for another late race caution. Watch Albright, the blue and white silver 49. Just by himself, it looks like, Dean, just strolling, and then all of a sudden, well, I think you might have went a little too far.
Yeah, I think
we got to kind of rewind a little bit, yeah. Try to find more of here. Chase Albright, again, the guy that brought out the caution from Burlington, North Carolina. Chase Albright, look at that. Oh, Gagliano might have got into him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Dean has given him a little bit of push comes to shove, and unfortunately that's the situation. So let's go back and have a look what's happened there with Dean.
The Gagliano from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a cheesehead, gets into Gets into the
Where is it? There. Yeah.
49 of Albright. Watch this again.
Boom.
I don't want to say it was intentional, but he did get to the left rear. That's why we're under caution. Big thanks to Pulse Poppers, by the way. Pulse Poppers for our instant replay. Final commercial of the night before post-race. It's the NASRA 500. Details about this race coming up when we return for the finish at Iowa.
Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
As we mentioned, we'll throw the flyer up on the screen. The Speed Week for NASRA will be coming up in just a few weeks' time. The February 3rd through the 8th, it is the NASRA 500 all racing action. Will be broadcasted live on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. 4 nights of qualifying races. That'll be qualifier races, 30 laps in each. Then we'll have the last chance races, of course, on Friday night, February the 7th. That's right. Monday through Thursday is 3 30-lappers every night of the week. Then the last chance races, 2 twin last chance races on February the 7th. That gets you a chance to make it into the duels. The duels will be around 10, 11 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday morning, February the 8th. And then later on in the afternoon, 500 miles, 200 laps in the Great American Sim Race, the NASRA 500, presented by Glass Mechanic. All the details on NASRA-racing.com, on our social media handles. And Dean, there will be no races in conflict with that special event for NASRA. Everybody will be off.
We'll be so busy there, Wesley. I mean, as Chandler Smith says out there, hey, I thought that voice sounds familiar. That will be our lead.
And if it is Chandler Smith, we know Chandler Smith from the NASCAR Truck Series Xfinity and a former winner of the Snowball Derby at Five Flag Speedway. Back to green. And a 6-lap shootout to determine who's going to win here in Iowa.
Yeah,
Lamperti, Truex right there, Rondeletto. Push it to the limit, and it's go time.
Absolutely, you can't sit around at the moment there. Tyler has split them. Tyler's chasing down the moment the man could get this race win here and be another race time winner. And that's the Butcher. The 91 has to hold off. He's got to send him to the market. And Tyler Truex says, all right, I'm coming in to check out some ribeye or whatever he likes to have there from the Butcher. The Butcher's going to say, my friend, I'm sorry, we're out of stock.
There's a chance of 3. There is a chance of 3 attempts at overtime if need be. Right now, 4 to go. The leader is Lamperti. The pole man, Truex, is running him down.
Oh, shit.
And there's another late race caution. Trouble. Grant's turned around. Holmes is in trouble. Stowe is also corner. And the caution will come out. We go to overtime here in the virtual cornfields of Iowa.
Exactly. We've got the 3 green-white checkers, so that's exactly going to be the case. We're going to roll it all back, re-rack and restack, and then do it all over again. Let's go back and have a look what happened to Bobby Grant.
Understanding right now from Brady LaBeouf, the boss, 110 drivers have pre-entered for the NASRA 500 Speed Week. Watch this. Here's your replay. Watch Grant on the outside, into the outside wall. Slams off of VL. Got into the 16. Nowhere to go for corner. And that's what happened to put us under another late race caution. And it sets us up for overtime. We will go to overtime as this race cannot get restarted by lap 175, Dean.
Oh, that is scary for some of these other drivers in the back here. Just want to finish this race. Even Jacob's back out there, I think, as well, too. And he wasn't going to completely retire. There it is. So we got to get green flag racing. Let's go racing. I hope to see this finishing off at the moment there. Tyler's going to try to do it all over again. This will actually benefit Lampetti if he can get another good race start, because it takes you a couple of laps to catch up to that race leader and try to overtake him there, Jacob. So I think he might have a bit more of a smile on his face the more that we go into these cautions.
Lampetti, Truex, Rondeletto, Bruce, Larch, top 5. Let's check in with Tristan Bruce. I'd love to hear his thoughts of the race and how things are narrowing down to the finish. He's on the racetrack for High Limit Motorsports. Got a good solid run for him. Obviously, Tristan Bruce coming off of a win/DQ at Nashville last Friday that I necessarily didn't agree with, but it's not my call of the finish of a caution-filled race. But Tristan, you're right now in the top 5. Boy, oh boy, what's it going to take to get around these Argentinians and Truex on the restart to win this thing?
I don't know, man. Them Argentinians are really good, and we've seen that throughout all the series they've been running lately. And obviously, you know, Truex is Truex, so he can always win anything. Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta stay up here with these boys on the restart here. I love starting on the outside. Obviously, that's where you want to be. So just need to get a really good jump with Truex here. Follow him into 2 out of 2, and hopefully be on the outside to get a podium outside Octavio. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good points night all night. That's what I need. So really good race here for me. So just I really want a top 3.
I was going to say this, though. I mean, are you kind of hoping that they kind of, shake, rattle, roll up in front of you and you're just going to kind of weasel on by, take the win? But if you can't, if it comes down to the white flag lap and they're not, hitting each other like the funny papers, as we got Conezilla coming out here now for the restart, and one to go, do you just kind of hang back and try to go for the points?
I mean, yeah, I'd love for all 3 of them right here to just start barrel rolling if they could, and I sneak by. But we'll see what goes on here. Here we go.
High Limit Motorsports driver Tristan Bruce, always good catching up with him. The man out of Denver, North Carolina, and a share of highs and lows most recently the last couple of weeks for that man as well. We'll see what happens. Remember, Lampetti wins, Truex wins. We've got another. Actually, Tyler Truex has won earlier this year. I just thought about that. He does have a lock on the field. But Lampetti has not, Dean, as we get ready to go to overtime. Here in Iowa, we're coming to green.
Well, I'm always hoping for somebody else to get a little padlock next to their name. That's just the way I work, mate. And let's certainly hope that Lampetti, he deserves it. He's been leading this race. He's had to do so many restarts now, 15 cautions that we've had. So he should be getting used to this one. But Tyler Truex is on the outside. Let's see.
Tyler Truex won back on December 11th in Richmond. This track, very similar to a sister-like brother character of this facility. Restart, back straightaway. Lampetti with a gaggle and a hornet's nest behind them. They're going to come off of turn 4, down to the flag. Darren's nail gun repair, 1 to go, waves. Lampetti, can he hold on for a final time in 1?
Octavio stuck in as well, too, so they pushed Tyler's out. Tyler up to the fence at the moment. I don't think he's going to have enough power on the outside lane. There's Tristan Bruce.
Wow.
He's going to have to try to stick anything up on the inside there to get it, but this is the last lap. Not enough time. Nobody's going to get the butcher.
He can't get him. Here comes Lampetti. The butcher cashes in and makes now the 11th different winner as Joey Steyer spins below the start-finish line in 88.
Winner, chicken dinner. Lampetti gets the 1, and Octavio steals the P2 away. Tyler Truex will finish in that P3 position with Tristan Bruce behind there. So,
and we mentioned the 10th place finisher, Joey Steyers, as he spun from contact down below the start-finish line, coming to the checkered flag. Latoro Lampetti from Argentina. Carabulis, Buenos Aires, Argentina is the winner here tonight in the NASRA Cup Series, presented by TLC and Premier Racing Setups. And by golly, Holly, he now makes us have 11 different winners on the season. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Dean.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. It's going to get really, really tough in those standings later on because, I think if you've got yourself 90-something points or whatever like that, where Justin Clapper is right now, or Anthony, or Bo Tiffany even, you're not safe, Jacob. You're not safe at 98 points anymore because the amount of padlocks that we have and the limited amount of spots are going to be available there for the playoffs. Butcher does not need to worry about it. He says, bingo, I'm in.
Well, here's the deal. Octavio Rondeletto and Latoro Lamperti are part-time drivers. So they will be credited as the winner, but they are not eligible for the playoffs. But again, as I aforementioned, you look back to mid-October, when the NASRA Cup Series launched at Daytona. Jeff Merck, Greg Viel, Michael Larch, Matt Holmes, Keith Bradley, Jonathan Cofield, Jackson Wade, Tyler Truex, Brian Chu, Octavio Rondeletto, and now there is 11 different winners on the season for the points races of the NASRA Cup Series. Unbelievable. Here's a look at the last lap.
Look at the 23. Look at the 23, Tyler. That was Tristan Bruce. He went for it, didn't he? Absolutely. And couldn't quite get the power down, couldn't he? Went in too deep.
By the way, Dean, find the 88. Find Joey Stiers, because, as I mentioned when they were coming to the checkered flag, there's the parking lot coming to the finish of the race with Albright and so many other cars, as I just saw the 88 spinning coming across the start-finish line whenever Lamperti took the checkered flag. Watch this, the 88 mission control, as we called him on the camera, and there it is. That's Clapper into the 88. They door slam again. Oh, boy. Jeffrey Johnson into Cody Knott, into the 66 of Walton. Albright, Merck, VL, Gagliano, Holmes, all crashing there at the end of the race. Unbelievable. What a finish.
Absolutely. Well, everybody just go absolutely gun-hose it because they know there's no refunds on those cars. You don't have to put them in the back of a truck and drive them across country. You just park them back in the garage there, and you've got a fresh new car when it comes to the next race. But you could potentially lose some crucial points if you're in the top 10. That's for sure there, Wesley. I think
here is a look at the results. Here's the results of the NASRA C.O.P.S 175 at Iowa. And we look at it now. A little music in the background, some of the new graphics and things we're working on towards the NASRA 500. A lot of cool things planned for that speed week, by the way. Latoro Lamperti, the Argentinian, for Flamin' Karma Racing from Argentina, and Octavio Rondeletto, the showman. 1 and 2 when the race finishes here at Iowa. Tyler Truex, the pole man, will settle for third. Tristan Bruce, another solid top 5. And MTV, Matthew Garrett, will finish in the top 5 as well. Michael Larch, Adam Newton with a solid run. Cofield, Clapper, Stiers, they all crashed at the finish. However, they crashed when they crossed the start-finish line. Jeffrey Johnson, Joshua Suss, Cody Knott, Brandon Broadfoot, Al Zuski, Walton, VL, Wade, your top 18 there, Dean.
Jackson Wade, of course, a little bit further back on him. Brian Chu, the sick whip at Motorsports in the 19th. Bozzy Mongold, the 20th place. Jeff Merck eventually finished back in that P21 place after rolling up the front there with the rest of the field there. Chase Albright and Dean Galligano. Galligano had been involved in a couple of little there as well. Joshua Corona there. Bobby Grant had a couple little spinneroos. Jacob Reeves was involved in a couple little wrecks, unfortunately for him. 26, Matt Holmes. 27th place, back in the 28th there will be Tony Burleson. He was involved in a few. Sean, the new man that we had, Korakonen, I think it is, just about 17 laps down there. Brandon Schumann, of course, a lot of repairs there. Nicholas Tomlinson, one of the newcomers as well, too, was involved in some early wrecks and rounded out there with Matthew Robertson, the 32 position.
There were 15 cautions at the conclusion of the race. There was one attempted overtime. Race ended at lap number 178, and the time of the race lasted 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 17 seconds. Quick break. When we come back, we're going to speak to the podium. It's going to be a Argentina drivers 1 and 2. I think it's shades of what we did the other night, I believe it was, when we had both of them on. Lamperti, the butcher, in victory lane. He makes the 11th different winner on the NASRA Cup Series. Justin White, you have created a phenomenal virtual animal for NASRA. and we run down to another race leading to the playoffs with another first-time winner on the series. Stay with us. We'll grab Lamperti, Rondoletto, and Truex from Iowa next.
In a distant kingdom, in a magical realm, there lived people who faced dreadful drainage problems on their lawns. For many years, they suffered from puddles and mud in their yards. Until one day, the saviors from TLC Company appeared with their magical shovels and lifted the wet curse from the kingdom's residents. Forget about puddles and mud. With us, your yard will become a genuine fairy tale nook. Call us right now, and let's transform your drainage concerns into a magical adventure. TLC, where every home becomes a fairy tale.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. You got a outdoor lighting, landscape lighting system. Maybe we installed it. Maybe it was there you inherited it in your house and you want to upgrade it. Now's the time to give us a shout. We'll come out, take a look, evaluate what you do have, tell you what you could have. So give us a shout today for all your outdoor lighting needs. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, Bob Carr with TLC. Spring's upon us. If you got a wet yard, it's not going to get any better. Now it's time to give us a call. Let us come out and take a look at your drainage problem in your property. We can get you a solution. The dogs, the kids be tracking in mud. Mom will be mad. So give us a call. Give us a shout today. Talk to you soon.
TLC is the best in lawn sprinklers, outdoor lighting, holiday lighting, yard drainage, and more. Let us take care of your project. Get your free, no obligation estimate from TLC today.
Hey, Bob Carr here with TLC. Hope you guys are enjoying this race. Let's take it down to the booth and get updated on what's going on.
Welcome back to the NASRA Cup Series presented by TLC Incorporated and Premier Racing Setups. As all things are quiet now at Virtual Iowa, we are now prepared for post-race interviews and Argentina Flamin' Karma 1 and 2. It is Latoro Lamperti finally breaking through in the NASRA Cup Series. He makes now the 11th different winner on the series. Moving in to the closer races at the home stretch to the playoffs, and Octavio Rondoletto, will talk to him as well. He also translates for the Butcher. He does that right now. Latoro, congratulations, man. Racing with your teammates, racing with this great bunch of guys. What does it mean to be the 11th different winner on the iRacing NASRA Cup Series?
Hi guys, bueno Lauti, está finalmente en el Victory Lane. ¿Cómo es correr con estos chicos en NASRA y haber peleado con tu compañero de equipo?
La verdad que muy contento, fue una carrera durísima, así que contento de mi primera victoria en la NASRA.
The race was really difficult, hard, and he's happy for his first win in NASRA.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is his first NASRA win. It does come with the NASRA Cup Series. I believe he has won with the Xfinity Series before, but not on the NASRA Cup Series. So now, if I'm doing my math correctly, he's now a two-time winner of NASRA competition. Latoro, I got to ask you this question. You know, does it make you race differently when you have your teammate like Octavio? Kind of funny that he's going to ask you this question. But does it make you race differently when you got your teammates alongside of you whenever you don't have like your, like a just competition in general?
Bueno, ¿te hace correr distinto tener a tu compañero atrás?
No, la verdad que trabajamos muy bien en equipo, así que felicitar a él por el segundo lugar Y no, la verdad que muy bien.
For him, it's easy to race with me because we make a good team. We work together, and he want to congratulate me for the finish.
Dean, you got anything for Mr. Lamperti the Butcher?
Vamos, and muy bien. Muchas gracias, muy bien.
Vamos. Muchas gracias, muy bien. Congratulations, I believe is how they say that, right, Octavio?
Felicitaciones.
Muchas
And
gracias.
before we do, let him thank his sponsors too. Latoro Lamperti the Butcher, let him thank his sponsors, Octavio.
Bueno, dale gracias a tus sponsors, Loti.
Gracias a los sponsors, gracias a Gerald y gracias a Bike 500 que se une, así que bien, hasta la próxima.
Thanks to Jerry Paul, to Flaming Gamma Racing and Byte 500 because they work with us too. Our road course team, my road course team, is going to work with Flaming Gamma Racing for this year, and that's great.
There you go.
I have
There's
one
the
quick
thoughts.
one. Sorry. Ask him
go ahead.
when Lamperti's going to get a camera as well too, so that we can have a look at him when he's racing like you, mate.
Ask him, Lauti, ¿cuándo va a poner la cámara?
Yeah.
No sé, la tendría que poner.
He should.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
There you go. Thanks for the time, Lamperti. And don't go anywhere, Octavio Rondoletto. You'll be second. And obviously, pretty good run for Flamin' Karma, I'd say. 1 and 2 and back-to-back wins for the NASRA Cup Series, too. Pretty darn special week, isn't it?
Yes. Taking in mind I started 30th. I finished second. That's great, man. This is a strong result. Anyways, I want to win every week. I'm happy for my teammate because he worked really hard to win here. He's strong with this car, especially with the Chevy. I'm more used to race with the Toyota Camry as well. I had to sit in the Chevy today. I had to admit I'm really tired because this is a difficult track. I had to be pushing every corner. My shoulder is destroyed too, so this is a good result. I'm really happy for the finish for Flaming Karma, for Byte, and for Lautaro.
Racing with all these guys around you, man, it got pretty intense there. What was it like beating and banging with him, but having your teammate right there with you to kind of help you out or give him a push, or you're following his back door and just somehow finding a way to clear through the chaos?
I knew I didn't have the speed to overtake him, so we made the strategy about push together, try to cover him from the attacks. I was really slow in one of the last restarts, and I had to coordinate with Lautaro for the next restart. I think we made a good job. I had to do that slide job with Tyler. I think we did it. We did it pretty good. And here we are, 1-2 again.
Yeah. Dean, you got anything for Octavio?
I'll keep up the good work.
Yeah.
You were very, very quick, mate. Very rapido. And I was between you two. I was hoping it was going to be. Sorry, I personally was hoping it was going to be the Butcher because he hasn't had a race win just yet this season. So he got the job done, and you got the P2 working together. The Argentines are quick. I keep telling you guys up there in North America, watch out for the South Americans. They're rapido.
Can you repeat the last part?
No, that's it. That's just thank you. I'm just saying.
No.
South American drivers
These are not working.
are quick.
These are not working really good. I need new ones. Thank you, Dean. Yes, we work really hard. We're working for this year's Road to Pro program. So if somebody want to check our Instagram, our Facebook, Flaming Karma Racing, and buy 500 and help us with this project. We're working really, really hard and really professional to be in the Coca-Cola, and I believe we will be there.
There
you
you
been to
go.
Daytona 500?
He wants to run the eNASCAR Road to Pro. He wants to run the NASCAR
Yes.
Road to Pro to try to qualify for the eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series. So,
Yes, but what
got
about
to go
our
through a
500?
qualifying round.
Our 500.
No.
Come on.
Yeah, I was going to ask
Yeah.
that question actually. Octavio, are you going to run the NASRA? You and Latoro, are y'all going to run the NASRA 500 coming up in February at Daytona?
Sadly, I won't be at home. I would love to be there, but I believe I will not be there to race. Anyways, could be the next one.
Got you. All right, buddy. Well, man, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Him and Octavio Rondoletto, he won last week. This week it is Latoro Lamperti, the Butcher. They call him the Butcher and the Showman from Flaming Karma Racing, and they win again to the NASRA Cup Series, making now the 10th and 11th different winners. They are, let me emphasize on this, they are part-time competitors, meaning that they do not race full-time in the series, so they will settle for a win, but it does not go towards a playoff berth. I want to emphasize on that because they're not full-time drivers or part-time. A driver that is full-time, he's won earlier this year, is Tyler Truex. He won the pole. Tyler, this race got kind of hairy there at the end, man. What did you do to save that car and come up with a podium finish and, a wild one here at Iowa down the stretch for sure?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I needed it to kind of go green there toward the end and leave that green flag run. I think I was a little bit better on the longer runs. Than guys were really good on short run speed. So I knew it was going to be hard to beat them there on that last stretch, that last set of tires. But yeah, all in all, it was a really good race. I had a good time racing them guys. That was my first time getting to run around them, and yeah, I didn't even realize they were from. Where are they from? Argentina, did you say?
Argentina. Yeah, they're from South America. Argentina. Yep.
That's awesome. So it's kudos to them guys for running as good as they did, and then saying that they're running for the Coke Series. That's cool. So I had a good time. Yeah, I just wish we could have had a little bit longer of a green flag there at the end. I think that's where I was a little bit stronger overall on my end.
Ding.
No, good job. I mean, you were right up there. It looks like Tristan Bruce was going to bring it to you towards the end there. He was trying to send one in there. But Tyler, you did the right thing, my friend. You put it on pole. You got yourself a stage win and just missed out there on the end of getting yourself a victory here. But you're in the right place at the right top of the timesheets, battling it out there. And this one just slipped through your fingers today. But I'm sure that the next upcoming races, you're certainly going to snag yourself another race victory.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Yeah, it stinks we missed the last couple weeks. Been super busy with real life racing stuff. But yeah, I think on that last restart, I had a really good chance at getting around him. I looked at the replay. It seemed like netcode maybe. I don't know. There was a gap there, but I thought we made contact and won, and it pushed my nose up, and that little bit was the difference to make him clear me. I thought I had a decent shot there. Kind of jumped the restart and gave it back, and then down in one, he was able to clear me off too. That was the difference. But like I said, all in all, really good race. I think. I'm
and a lot of people. A lot of people might not know this, Tyler Truex, but I do as many races that I've been a part of and with the Truex name, but you are a modified racer and Legends car racer, Legends Now Modifieds. What is your plans for 2025 and your real racing endeavors for Tyler Truex?
Yeah, I'll still be doing the modified stuff. I broke my collarbone in the middle of at the end of August last year.
Right.
I've been still unfortunately injured and getting surgery here in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, hopefully I'll be healed up for our modified season. I'll just be running some modified stuff in the Northeast mostly. Doing a little bit of the slingshot stuff just to play around on the dirt. they do an indoor series up here in
Oh, yeah.
Atlantic City. And
Oh, yes.
so I got a little slingshot just to be a part of that series. It's fun to be a part of something in the wintertime, stay active, and they're bigger events, I would say. Racing in the indoors and under the lights is always a good time. So looking forward to that. I'm just going to be a little crew chiefing and helping out in Atlantic City in the coming weeks. But yeah, looking forward to 25 getting healed up and hopefully win some races in the real world. Is cap off.
Hey, Tyler. Tyler, I'm sure my bosses at NASRA, Brady, Cody, don't mind me saying this at all. Are we going to see you run the NASRA 500? And do you think you can pull the chain of Martin Truex Jr. and maybe even Ryan to try to come run the race? It's before the Cup Series starts.
After
when is it? I haven't even got the chance to even see that. What's the date on it though? I would
the NASRA 500 will be February the 3rd through the 8th. There's a flyer posted right there if you're looking at the screen. February 3rd through the 8th. There's 4 nights of qualifying races. 43 car field will be set for that Saturday, February the 8th. But again, look at this, man. It's like our own little speed week for Daytona. All the other leagues are going to be off. So it's just focus on the NASRA 500. The 4 nights of qualifying races, 330 lappers, top 12 advance. And then, of course, everyone else moves into last chance races on the 7th of February. And then the duel in the morning time. And then the big race in the afternoon for 500 miles. Pretty cool.
Really cool. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome event. I will definitely get a hold of Ryan and see if he'd like to be a part of it with our team. And we always like running the super speedway stuff together. Like I said, it's a good time when you got a group of guys that we can all work together and try and strategize. So yeah, I'll try and get Ryan on board. Martin, he's a tough one, especially if he's going to be doing speed week stuff. So that'll be a far-fetched one, but I think we might be able to convince old Rye Guy to come out and play around with us.
There you go. Well, it'll be cool to have any of you guys from the Truex family from New Jersey to join us. Bud, thanks for your time. Before we let you go, please thank your sponsors. Oh, and by the way, one more quick question for you do that. You are one of 11 different racers in this new Cup Series of NASRA. What's your take of that? How exciting is that to know that there's been 11 different winners and 11 points races?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's been a really great series. I like I said, I've missed a couple weeks, unfortunately, but as far as everything else, it's been a really everybody's racing really clean, really respectful. You're gonna have incidents, especially once you get a caution on older tires, and then strategy changes. You're always gonna have incidents with guys not really knowing other guys racing around each other, and different experience levels, you know. So, all in all, though, I mean, the racing has been really phenomenal. It's been a pleasure racing. Justin's been doing a great job behind the reins there, and you guys doing a phenomenal job in the booth. It's been a fun. You guys do a good job with all the graphic and all the broadcast stuff. So I appreciate everything you guys are doing. And as far as my team guys, I want to thank Matt and Robbie, Greg, and Nick, and all the guys. Sean, Matt's son. He sits in the sky and watches every week with us. So yeah, it's a team effort over here. We enjoy it. Matt and Sean, they do the paint schemes for the team. So it's a fun time to be able to get out. Those guys help me in real life. We do a lot of real life racing together at the modified stuff. So it's fun to get on here and just be able to BS and race all together when I'm doing it in real life. We could do it all together online. So it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you guys giving us a platform to do it.
Yeah. You're very welcome, my friend. From New Jersey, he'll finish 3rd on the podium, ladies and gentlemen. That is Double T, Tyler Truex, when it's all said and done. And that will wrap up our coverage here tonight from the virtual Iowa Speedway. Next week, it is on to the Texas Motor Speedway, Chicagoland. Final 2 races of the regular season. We take off in preparation of the NASRA 500 Speed Weeks. And then, Dean, we come back in mid-February, right before the week of the Great American Race at Daytona 500 for NASCAR. And we're back at Daytona for the NASRA Cup Series as well on that Wednesday night with the first race of the playoffs in the Season 1 championship. 11 different winners, 11 points races. What a fun night at Iowa. How you feel, sir?
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure to share the booth with you again. It's just one of those cracker races that came down to the wire as well, too. And an Argentine domination in 1 and 2 with Tyler Truex, you just heard for the rest of the field there. And some of the other drivers, to give it a bit of a mention, Joshua Suster ended up finishing in P12 with 20 positions gained there. Justin Clapper ended up finishing inside the top 10, 13, with a little bit of that late wreck there with Joey Styres, of course, that ended up slipping back to P10. Cody Knott got himself almost in the top 10 and finished in P13 as well, too, as he'll be very, very busy. Of course, all for preparation, of course, the rest of the racing that you do here on the NASRA Network at that 500 there, Wesley.
Yeah, the road to the NASRA 500 presented by Glass Mechanic. There's all the details and the information. We just told Tyler Truex about it. Hopefully you can join us. Jordan Jurassic, I think we're trying to pull your chain as well in the chat box to get you to sign up, Jurassic as well, and so many others. Great numbers this week, great numbers tonight. Thanks to our viewers, our audience, and we do appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Hot Lap podcast returns for the first time in a long while for 2025. Brady LaBeouf, Tyler Dittmer, Cody Knott will preview the C.O.P.S Season 9 finale that we'll be calling at Charlotte this upcoming Friday night with Jacob Reeves and myself on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. 6 drivers will battle for the championship. All 6 drivers will be on the podcast to preview their seasons and their thoughts moving into the race at the Virtual America's Home for Racing. That'll be on Friday night. Of course, the championship will be decided, and that'll be the NASRA Championship 225 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. As always, hit that like and subscribe at NASRA 360 Racing Network, NASRA-racing.com for more information. Thanks again for everybody joining us tonight here from the Virtual Iowa Speedway as the South Argentinian driver, the Butcher Latoro Lamperti, makes it now 11 winners on the season. So, for Cody Knott and Brady LaBeouf of the North American Sim Racing Association headquarters and offices and operators, for Mr. Biggles Dean Hopton on production and color commentary, this is Wesley Outland thanking you and yours for joining us for coverage of the TLC Incorporated NASRA Cup Series presented by Premier Racing Setups. The road to the playoffs continues. We'll see you next week at Virtual No Limits Texas Motor Speedway. Good evening.